so well. I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Oh, a very good morning to you. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso on S3, and it's so good to be back.
Does she look different? Does she shine?
Aww.
Does she sparkle? Yes, she does, Zoe. Come on, she is now a married woman, South Africa.
I'm a wifey.
You're a wifey now, officially. Congratulations, Zoe. Your wedding looked unbelievable.
Oh, it was so special having all our friends, all of our family close to us. And it was just, I was surprised how many people stayed till the very end, which for me, that was the biggest surprise of it all.
Man, I feel so bad that I couldn't be there. But listen, I lived vicariously through what I saw on social media, and it was incredible. And I wish you and Robbie all of the best.
Thank you.
In your life together. It's going to be amazing.
And it's been such an incredible bubble. So, you know, we're going to continue in that bubble for a while.
Keep that bubble. Keep that bubble. Listen, it's going to be awesome. We're going to have an awesome show. And hello to you at home. We're going to spend 3 hours in your company. We cannot wait. Quick roundup of what you can expect. We're whisking things up in the Culinary hotline today with Chef Clem and mini mommy Chef Shannon Smith dishing out some scrumptious no-bake desserts to sweeten your day.
That's kind of things that I like to do, the no-bake desserts. And then we're bringing you, you know, some serenity to your space with a Zen bathroom styling tips that promises a splash of tranquility.
Just a splash, you know? Something small makes a big difference. And then catch up on the latest buzz of our training entertainment news. I mean, there's never a dull moment. So much is happening. We'll fill you in.
Definitely. And then we're also sitting down with Dr. Dion O. Cunningham to unravel the mysteries of common digestive disorders. And we're also going to be creating music for you so that you can really get into the groove. We have Charles joining us this morning, taking the stage with a performance that's not to be missed.
Exactly.
So stay tuned as we're going to be blending in the perfect mix of flavor, style, health, and a dash of showbiz, all before your first cup of coffee, or hopefully you're making your first cup right now.
Exactly. Listen, we got a full house for you today. Sit right there, go get that cup of coffee. Let's say good morning to this handsome man, Graham. Good morning, my brother.
First cup of coffee. I think we're on our third by now. Good morning, my friends. So good to have you here, Zozo. You looked beautiful. It looked like the most amazing day. So we're going to keep it going. We're going to keep pouring the love on you and Robbie for the rest of the week, for the rest of this year. Treat it as a festival of joy and love. But we are so proud of you, so happy that you got to have your moment. Speaking of those moments, when you look at some of the common themes today, I know we've got a no-bake dessert, a couple of options coming there. That sounds like a hack to me. And that's what we want to plug into. The festive season is upon us. We're going to be doing a lot of hosting, a lot of socializing. How do we get it together for the get-togethers? That's what we want to know. What are your tips for being the host or hostess with the mostess? We want to see, we want to hear, we want to plug into your genius this morning. So let us know. Drop us a couple of voice notes. 063-408-8863. Is it a dish? Is it the way you host? Is it the playlist? Is it the lighting? Is it the electricity options? Is it getting out of your house completely? What is your go-to when you want to have people over? Because we're going to be socializing this year, I just have a feeling. So right now, that's going to be the focus for the next 3 hours. But of course, a lot more thrown in, and we will bring you up to speed with all the latest news and sports happenings. Let's start with that.
Thank you so much, Graham. I can't believe we're at that time of the year. We're starting to plan those get-togethers. But for now, let's see what's happening out in the news. 3 minutes past 6 o'clock on your Wednesday morning. Starting off with your national news headlines. Some 8 billion rand has been set aside for the Uzumvubu water project, which has been delayed for decades in the Eastern Cape. The OR Tambo, Alfred Nzo and Jokabi district municipalities will benefit from the project as they've been struggling with water supply. Some people even share water from nearby springs with animals. A local leader, Chief Zweletu Charlie, believes the project will help people fight poverty as they will be able to cultivate through irrigation and in so doing respond to the challenge of food security. And the Deputy Chief Electoral Officer of the Independent Electoral Commission, the IEC, Mashego Shiburi, says the Commission has improved its system voter registration in 2021. He says that with the new system and applications that have been developed, ID documents will be easier to scan than was previously the case. Now, voters can register for next year's general election this coming weekend. Meanwhile, the Minister of Home Affairs, Aaron Motsoaledi, says more than 500,000 ID documents have yet to be collected from their offices. Making international news headlines this morning, Liberians yesterday voted in a presidential runoff election after the two leading candidates were separated by just over 7,000 votes in the first round of a month ago. They are choosing between incumbent and one-time World Soccer Player of the Year George Weah and former Vice President Joseph Boakai. Now, Weah failed to obtain more than 50% of the vote, triggering the runoff. Now, this is the second time the two men have faced each other in a presidential election runoff vote. In 2017, Weah triumphed, gaining 61% of the vote. And at least 43 Myanmar soldiers have surrendered to police in the Indian state of Mizoram after clashes with armed forces opposed to the junta in Myanmar. They had attempted to gain control of the border post with India after earlier capturing two military bases in the remote area. Now, the fighting is part of a growing offensive against the junta-led government in Myanmar. Three ethnic minority groups started a coordinated offensive against the junta on 27 October and took over several towns. They're also gaining ground near the border with China. And we'll end up with this story for several school children in the Free State. Their days of having to foot slog it to school are over. Now, this as the Deputy Minister of Transport, Lisa Manku, has donated 211 bicycles to learners in the province's Thabo Mofusanyane district municipality. Now, learners at the Bodibang Batuto Primary School, the Taba Pacho Primary School, and the Tweespreid Combined School, who have always had to walk some 3 kilometers to school each day, now have wheels at their disposal. And I love this. The donation is part of the department's Shova Kalula campaign to improve school transport and is also aimed at ensuring that children reach school on time every day and are able to fully focus on their schoolwork. I love it. Nothing like a brand new set of wheels for a child. That's your news headlines for the 6 o'clock bulletin. We'll have another round at 7 o'clock. Right now, let's dive into your sports for the first time with Graham.
Thank you so much, my friend. Let's start with the very good news first. The Webb Ellis Trophy remains secure following a break-in at Saru House, SA Rugby's offices in the mother city. So the Republica, symbolising the Springboks Rugby World Cup victory in France, was safely stored in an unaffected office during the incident that played out on Monday evening. So robbers entered Saru House through the ground floor, taking valuable items as confirmed by the SAPS. Stolen items include signed Springbok jerseys, some would say priceless, whiskey and laptops. And 2 cases of business burglary have now been registered, and the police are investigating the incident involving 2 well-dressed males who fled in a white Toyota Corolla. Now let's turn to cricket, and the big one. In the upcoming Cricket World Cup semi-final clash in Mumbai, New Zealand's fast bowler Lockie Ferguson underlines a level playing field despite India's standout performances over the entire tournament. So undefeated in the group stage, India, led by captain fantastic Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, they face a very determined New Zealand. The Indian bowling attack featuring Jasprit Bumrah has been on fire. Mohammad Siraj and Mohammad Shami is a force, with Shami's return proving pivotal. And despite past victories, India is hungry for a 3rd World Cup title since 2011, aiming to break the trophy drought since the 2013 Champions Trophy. And if ever there was a team to do it, this is it. Now let's turn to football and shift focus to who's out. Jude Bellingham and Levi Colwill, they'll both be forced to withdraw from the England squad due to shoulder injuries ahead of the final 2 Euro 2024 qualifying matches. So Colwill will be absent from Chelsea's recent, who was absent rather from Chelsea's recent league clash with Man City. And then Bellingham, he of course missed Real Madrid's last 2 matches. England, leading Group C at the moment with 16 points from their 6 games, have already secured qualification for Euros for 2024. And they're scheduled to face Malta and then North Macedonia on Friday and Monday respectively. Then we turn to tennis finally, and Stefanos Tsitsipas is poised to exit the ATP finals after retiring from his match against Holger Rune in the first set, sadly. So trailing 2-1 to Rune, Tsitsipas conceded the green group match, granting Rune his first ever win in the season-ending tournament. Tsitsipas is likely to withdraw, paving the way for Hubert Hurkacz to face Novak Djokovic. Of course, is in another final, and that's the final match. No chance of advancing to the semi-finals, sadly, as a result. So Djokovic aims to secure a semi-final spot against Sinner, the first Italian to target the tournament's last four. And it looks like there's no slowing down. The world #1 at the moment. That kind of picture typifies what his entire year has been like. But that's where we leave the sport for now. Brand new day. Let's see what's cooking on the weather front.
Thank you, Graham. Well, the SA Weather Service have warned that extremely hot and uncomfortable conditions are expected today over the Western Cape, especially the Karoo and the Breda Valley, as well as the Namakwa district municipalities of the Northern Cape. The City of Cape Town's Disaster Risk Management Centre has advised the public to drink plenty of water, remain hydrated during the hot spell, and to ensure that the elderly, people who have serious health conditions, and young children are cared for. Moreover, it's important to see that pets have access to shady areas and ample clean water to drink. The Weather Service also warned that extremely high fire danger conditions are expected over the Northern, Western and Eastern Cape, excluding coastal areas. Well, on that note, let's take a look at your sunrise view of the hour. This one was sent in by JD Jensen from Sea Point. Look at that beautiful sunrise view with the Sea Point pools in the foreground. If you would love to share your view with us, do so on our WhatsApp number. The number is 063 408 8863. On that note, let's look at your temperatures.
And there you have it, your weather right now. Your let's call it. Your Wednesday is now officially underway. We're going to take a very quick ad break. When we come back, we got lots for you. Stick around because it is time for the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ting, ting, ting. That was horrible. That was horrible. You guys, come on, man. But we have Shannon in studio together with Chef Clem. We're making no-bake desserts. Perfect thinking about going into the end of the year and the hot weather as well that we can be expecting. And then Black Friday. It is around the corner and running us through some epic security options from Ring. Listen, these gadgets are phenomenal. And to run us through a very familiar phase, not only to our screens, but our socials as well. Stick around. We'll introduce you in just a sec. We'll see you now.
Only you can make my day. Do it like this. Do it like get it, move it, own it. Do it like this.
Bespoke.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning, South Africa. It is a Wednesday. The phone lines are open. It's myself and the chef in the kitchen, which must mean it's a culinary hotline bling! Ding, ding, ding! Listen, yeah, I think there are only like 5 or something hotline blings left. Can I get a better ting, ting, ting? It's the culinary hotline bling! Ding, ding, ding! Now, like I mentioned, there are literally a few weeks left of this year.
That's
and
right.
even fewer sessions of the culinary hotline. So we are fully going into the pre-festive season. Shannon, you're in the kitchen with me this morning. Thank you so much for being here. South Africa, we are talking everything no-bake desserts. So, and I feel like South Africa is a no-bake dessert country. We love our no-bake desserts.
Yeah.
So I want to know from you if you have. First of all, what's your favorite no-bake dessert? And if you have any tips or tricks or any questions for myself or Shannon, please send us a voice note to our WhatsApp number on 063-408-8863. Now, we promised you a whole lot of hotline featuring a whole lot of no-bake desserts. Shannon's doing a thing. Shannon, what's the first thing we're doing?
So the first one, we're going to do the easy date dark chocolate bar, which is a healthy one. And then next up, we're going to do a no-bake milk tart. And then lastly, a kid's favorite, a passion fruit kind of like cake.
Call me a kid, because it's one of my favorite desserts, that passion fruit no-bake cheesecake. It's coming up. So I like how, in fact, we're starting like healthy-ish,
Yeah.
and then we're getting indulgent.
Yeah.
So let's get cracking straight away. What I love about chocolate bark is that it's kind of like a canvas, a chocolate canvas, and then
Yeah.
you get creative with it and you make it your own.
Exactly.
And I'm even seeing restaurants now as the part of their petit four serving chocolate bark, which I absolutely love. I think it's really cool.
I know it's also a viral trend at the moment. So
Oh, really?
It's super cool and super easy to make as well. Comes together in like 5 to 10, 15 minutes, and everyone can enjoy.
So we're topping it with dates and pistachios.
Yeah, so this one, it's like good for like protein, healthy kind of people, because it's got dates, nut butters, and dark chocolate. Alternatively, if you want to make it like a little bit for like more kid-friendly, then use normal chocolate. And
Mini marshmallows, mini pretzels,
or whatever of your toppings.
Love it,
Yeah,
absolutely.
perfect.
So again, it's the fact that you can turn it into whatever you like.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you have any Christmas, like, do you do that like the? Oh, like this. Also, there's a good example. This. Hold on. I won't say the brand, but you know you get those other brand of like those whole little mixed sweets.
Yeah.
And then they put it like on the counter, like it's the
yes,
festive jar. So if you have the festive jar, you can turn it into chocolate bark at the end, which I
Yeah.
think is really cool. Also gifting.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say. You wrap them up in a little box with a personalized note and a nice little bow, and you've got a cheap Christmas gift.
Yo, like, I think it's amazing. Like, you go through the stress of the festive season, right?
Yeah.
And you're preparing for your in-laws and your everything. But, you know, you make it sweet. You give them a gift when they leave.
Exactly,
That's so
and it's
nice.
something special as well.
But don't do too good of a job. You don't want to be hosting every Christmas.
Or be in charge of chocolate bark.
Or being chocolate, no, like for the rest of your life. I love it. Okay. Peanut butter, though. How are we adding the peanut butter?
So this is a nut butter. We're going to microwave this for 30 seconds.
Okay.
Just to loosen it up. I'm using nut butter instead of peanut butter for the more healthy kind of option.
Don't judge me. I went to chef school for like a million years. But can I get an expert in how to use the microwave?
Oh my goodness.
This is not a joke. Thank you, expert. Thank you, expert. Nicole, you do so much for us in the studio. Literally, Nicole does anything and everything. You can now add to your list professional microwave user. Thank you, Nicole. Can I get a thank you, Nicole?
Thank you, Nicole.
So why are we melting the nut butter?
Because it loosens it up and makes it easier to work with.
Oh, so we're actually stirring that through the chocolate?
So we're kind of like layering them up. So now we have our dates. We're gonna add on the nut butter. After that, we're gonna add on our melted dark chocolate, and then we're gonna top it with some pistachios and a little bit of flaky sea salt.
Oh, and the salt is very important. Like chocolate and salt is the absolute
Just the
hack.
perfect combo, right?
All right, let's go. I think that's good. So just to the point where it's just softened.
Yeah.
And you can stir it through the
Easy
chocolate.
to work with, yes.
So we spoke about the fact that we can use like milk chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate.
Exactly.
Do you have any tricks when it comes to working with white chocolate in this sense?
I'm honestly not a white chocolate fan, to be honest. So I don't have much experience working with it. But add a little bit of any kind of oil, neutral oil into your chocolates while you're heating it up, and it makes it easier to work with. Also makes it last longer before it becomes hardened.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I like that, because white chocolate can be a little tricky to work with.
Yeah.
So I like your tip of adding a little bit of extra fat to it.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, that's delicious.
Do you think we can get another like few seconds on you?
Sure.
Thank
Nicole, come help me with this microwave. Nicole's coming back to help me with this microwave. There we go. Nicole's on that. Okay. So we literally want it runny, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're looking
so that
for.
we can just like smooth it over all of this.
And your chocolate, your malted chocolate, you do over a double boiler?
So just over a pot with water, glass, microwave-safe glass dish, put it on top and just temper it.
Let me actually show South Africans, because we get this question so often when we melt chocolate over water. This is literally how much water you need in your pot. It should never come close to the bowl that's got the chocolate in it. You're actually melting the chocolate using the steam from the bowl. So get that on there, and you don't want the water to be like boiling.
Yeah.
It's just got to be just simmering. There's enough heat in there to melt your chocolate, and this chocolate looks absolutely
Delicious.
amazing.
Clem, are you ready to go? We're going to pour
Yes.
this over
What am
here.
I doing? Am I pouring chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Wait till I'm done with this.
There we go.
It's a little bit of a messy kind of job,
But I
it's
mean, I
fun.
feel like it should be. Right?
Exactly. And it's festive time, so it's like perfect for the kids to get involved as well. You can stack some jelly tots on top of here, marshmallows. Like it's the possibilities of toppings are absolutely endless.
So you were keeping it a little healthy with this one, having the dates and
These
having the
ones are
pistachios.
good for like people that do workouts and stuff because it's got all the healthy things. There's actually nothing unhealthy in here if you think about it.
There's
Yeah,
nothing
this is a
unhealthy
real
in-
healthy.
It's healthy.
Yeah.
This is healthy,
When have you
okay?
ever heard of
Here
that?
we go. Okay, so let's do.
Perfect.
Actually, you know what? You've done so much. I can't like steal the thunder. You can do the giant pour. Please, are we doing this like theatrically, like from a height?
If you want, how do you want me to pour it
Yes,
over?
all the theatrics. Why
Okay,
not?
Perfect. So now we're going to pour over our dark chocolate.
Oh yes.
How good does that
Yeah.
look?
And also the fact that you've kept everything quite chunky. Normally chocolate
Exactly.
bark's quite thin.
Yeah.
You've done a lot here
Because
to
then
get the
when
texture.
you like break it into the middle, the nut butter becomes like a ooey gooey center.
Oh, yes. And this can live in the... Okay, so if you make this ahead of time, where would you actually keep it and
In
how
the
would you store
fridge.
it? Keep it in the fridge, like in a jar.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks so good. And then, so all we need now is pistachios and salt?
Perfect. Do you want to chop up some pistachios for me, or do you want me to do that?
I'll do the pistachios for you real
I'll
quick.
tidy up here a little bit.
South Africa, this is one easy recipe that you need to try for this festive season.
Exactly. If you have guests coming over, takes
Yes.
15 minutes in the freezer, and you've got a dessert.
There we go. So when you come back in a little bit, you're going to see the final result of our date and pistachio chocolate bar. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ding, ding, ding! Here we go. Oh, that's actually gorgeous, eh?
All right, so we are here with someone rather famous. Yes, but before we introduce you, I mean, listen, the truth is we love our country, but unfortunately, something that we worry about on a daily basis is our safety and security. Now, Ring, who is on a mission to make our neighborhoods safer, has recently launched the second-generation indoor cam, bringing an additional layer of privacy and security for homeowners with great deals available for Black Fridays around the corner, yes. Now, with Ring devices, consumers can now check in on their homes, their children and pets where they are, and all through the Ring app. It's very, very convenient. And here to chat about Ring has made her life a little bit easier as well is content creator Bailey Georgiadis.
Hi.
Bailey, good to see you.
I'm so happy to see you.
Oh my goodness, it's been forever, and it's lovely to have you on our screens again.
Thank you.
And we're not talking about beauty or makeup or anything. We're talking tech.
No, we're talking tech. Who am I?
Who are you, Bailey? No, that just shows you there's so many layers to you, Bailey, which is lovely. Let's talk about this Ring devices. I mean, what's your favorite thing about Ring devices? Because you've been playing around with it for a while.
Well, I love that with Ring, you are always home, even when you're not.
I like that.
Because you've got that peace of mind, you can go through it, you've got, on the app, you've got the video, so you can always sort of look in. If you're going away for the festive season, I love the idea that you can just have a little bit of surveillance.
Yes.
Check what's going on in your property. If you've got a pet sitter there, you can check what's happening with the dogs or the cat, and it's just that peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Yeah.
What has it meant for you and your family, especially, I mean, you've got two beautiful kids.
Thank you. You know, it's been amazing to be able to watch them. I almost use it as almost a sleep monitor, also to check that they're not getting up to anything funny. to check that the puppy's not destroying the couch. But also, what's been really amazing with this is that they're battery operated. So when there's a power cut or load shedding, you don't have to worry about your security.
Yeah, and the fact that it has a two-way talk feature,
Yes.
which is also great. How does that exactly work?
You know when mom-in-law is popping by quickly. No, it's amazing because it's just that added layer of security. So you don't have to open your door. You can find out exactly who is there first. And if there are deliveries and you don't really want to open, you can just, you know, let them know, please, could you just leave them at the door? Whatever the case is, it's that added layer of security that I think we just need.
Which I think we definitely do need. And here is the device. This is a second generation indoor device. Okay, I'm going to leave it to you to unbox it for us because I would love to see what this looks like.
I mean, it is
small, it's compact.
Small, it's modern, which is lovely.
Yeah.
So you don't actually mind it sitting on a shelf and looking.
Look at that.
There it is.
And that's it.
Look.
That is lovely.
All right.
Okay, and it connects seamlessly through the app?
That's it. Through Wi-Fi. Wherever you place it, I mean, you can put it on a shelf, you can put it wherever you like it. You have the ones that are powered up, and then you have the ones that are battery operated.
Yeah, and it comes with pretty much everything, your little charger.
Yeah.
And most importantly, a user manual as well.
Do men actually, do you read those?
Yes, I do read them. I do read them. I'm one of those that will go through the manual before I hook this thing up just to make sure that I don't damage it in any way. I know that you really can't, but I like to know exactly what I'm getting myself into.
But I'll tell you one thing with this as well, is that, I mean, you don't need to be the most tech savvy. You don't need to know how to use computers. It is so straightforward in setting things up. And even when you're on the app, it even talks you through it, which is amazing.
Yeah, but
so
I love the fact that it is battery operated because the worst is if you know you're not home, you have this thing set up and there is load shedding like we are experiencing currently once again, and it goes offline. I mean, if you have it and you can't use it, it's a problem.
Exactly.
So it's lovely to have that battery operated backup. We are talking Black Friday and we are all looking for those deals. And I think this is something that I would like to go for. Where can we get it? What's the deal?
So the deal is incredible. You definitely do not want to miss out on this. 2,000 Rand off selected devices.
Wow.
That is a
2,000 Rand
massive off. It's a massive saving, which is incredible. And speaking of, you can get it at Incredible Connection, Take a Lot, and Leroy Merlin.
Jeez, like it. Okay. Is it something that you would recommend?
100%.
Yeah.
This has been an absolute game changer for my family. A game changer for when I'm not home. A game changer for when I am home, because if I'm in a different room, I can quickly have a look. What are the kids up to? It's just that peace of mind.
Yeah. Oh, Bailey, thank you very much for sharing a little bit of wisdom this morning, and it's been lovely to see you. Are you well otherwise?
I'm so good, thank you.
Oh, it's
really
good.
happy.
It's good. You are shining, and it looks like you're happy, which is fantastic. Are you looking forward to the end of the year, though?
I feel a little bit overwhelmed by silly season, but I love this time of year. It's my absolute favorite.
I was just chatting. It's almost hard to believe that we're at this end of the year. It's incredible.
If you said to me we were in June, I'd believe you. But
yeah,
here we are, almost Black Friday.
Unbelievable. Bailey, thank you. Good to see you. All the best. Have a wonderful festive season. And of course, as parents, caregivers, and pet and homeowners, it is important for us to invest in our own peace of mind and also our privacy. And of course, that additional layer of security. Check out these Black Friday deals because they are simply phenomenal.
Oh, baie dankie, Strydom. Well, listen, we are taking the quickest of breaks on your Feel Good Breakfast show. When we get back, we'll show you ways on how you can create your bathroom into the ultimate Zen space. And then we'll also take a look at the latest in entertainment news. That and a whole lot more still on its way.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Are you not entertained? Yes, we are. There is so much. No, we love it, especially when there's a South African connection and we head into Grammy territory. It's time to dive into the world of entertainment news and catch up on what some of our favorite celebrities have been happening or what's been happening in their world. And yes, there is a South African connection to the Grammys.
Very exciting. So South African stars shine brighter each and every single day. Now musicians Tyler and Musa Keys bagged a Grammy nomination in Best African Music Performance category for their viral hit singles alongside another African star like Burna Boy, Ira Stars, just to name a few.
I think Tyler must have been like, oh, Burna Boy, no, not Burna Boy. Because I don't know how many times he's won this award in that sense, but this has got to be Tyler's
What is incredible is that Musa Keys was recognized for his contribution to Davido's track Unavailable, and Tyler for her viral hit song Water, which debuted on the Billboard Hot 100, and that is an achievement in its own, making it the first solo song by a South African musician to appear on the chart in 55 years.
And she just was under the radar, and then dropped a nuke on America. Bam! She is now a superstar. I love that. And of course, we love those South African connections as much as we love the international stars giving us the nod. And I think a lot of South Africans expressed major joy on social media, praising Chris Brown, who recently gave South African student and now superstar Naledi Aphiwe recognition as one of the writers of his new song titled Shooter. And that's from his latest album, 1111. And let's take a little listen to this. Just talent.
Unbelievable. Now, earlier this year, he had shared a video of this particular schoolgirl singing on his Instagram stories, and fast forward now, she is that superstar that Graham mentioned. Fans went about commenting or commending the artist for his genuine appreciation of African vibes and speculated that Aphiwe would likely receive royalties for her role in the competition.
Just got goosebumps. That's what you need.
It's phenomenal. And I know I've been in the past, quite a while ago, judgmental of platforms like TikTok and what Instagram gets used for and how it's only self-serving and it's self-centered. It's not.
It's not.
It's opened a gateway, but the fact that these stars, and we've seen Alicia Keys, a couple of stars really nodding towards these kind of contributions, are absolutely amazing. Awesome. We love it. And yeah, congratulations, Aphiwe. We cannot wait to see your song charting next and Chris Brown contributing to that.
Oh, how incredible. Well, we've been talking about the musicians, so let's stick to them because there was a joint tour announced for 2024. Drake and J. Cole fans have been buzzing since the Canadian rapper Drake took to social media to announce the big plans for 2024. The duo will be hitting the road together for the Big As the What tour. I hope I said that. Big As the What tour, which is an extension of Drake's 2023 It's All a Blur tour. Now, the tour will be kicking off on the 18th of January in Denver, Colorado, with two performing until the 10th of March 2024 in Lexington, Kentucky. Now, the tour itself has 22 dates, 18 of which will feature J. Cole, and that's pretty impressive.
It's massive. I think we're getting back to that era of big concerts again, where I think there is a bit of disposable income in the world of celebrities, and they want to get out there, they want to connect, they want to sell their music, and you've got to connect with the fans to be able to do that.
Just look at the size of concerts that's coming to South Africa alone.
But I
It's
think
massive,
the artists are also realizing everyone can go viral on TikTok, everyone can bring out a hit that can be streamed, but not everyone can do a show.
Not to on this level. You need an anchor. Yeah, 100%. Well, someone who's probably sold more and had more fans come and see her than most, maybe 99% of the rest of the industry, Grammy Award-winning artist Missy Elliott. She is the OG. She made everyone lose control with her powerful performance at the 2023 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. ceremony. If you're going to announce yourself on this stage, you got to do it, yo. And the hip-hop queen, the pioneer and fashion icon, became the first ever woman rapper to be inducted into the Rock Hall and closed out its 4-hour show with what must have been a booming medley of all of her hits. That's quite a long thing.
You know, the
string together all of her number ones. Yeah,
you know, because I mean, you can't say it. Just like we saw Graham, you have to work in yo.
Yo,
in a sentence when you talk about Missy Elliott, this is for sure. But I mean, she is well described as the avant-garde without even trying. She is a phenomenal artist, and she is. I mean, she's done such incredible things in her career already, so it's only fitting, and I'm so happy.
And she's a rapper who's a rock star because she's so awesome, so she just had to be inducted into the Rock Hall of Fame. We are here for that entertainment connection. Congratulations to Tyler especially for getting that nod. It's going to be very difficult for this girl to be slowed down in any way, but if there's something we've missed, if there is an artist that you are tracking that you love, let us know. Show some love for them on social media. Maybe send some clips of you singing their song to Drake, maybe, and let's see if we can hop onto that tour. But that's our entertainment connection for today.
Oh, well, listen, we are in November, so we're giving you an exclusive into the excitement at South Africa's retail giant Game Stores with the third week of their unbeatable Black Friday specials, both in-store and online. Now, join us as we explore the incredible deals and savings making waves this week.
We love a good deal. We love a good deal, but we like a Black Friday deal even better.
Every day.
So we're going to run you through some of our top picks this morning, just to kind of help you along with your little list. What you can do is you can grab the sizzle this Black Friday with a Sunbeam spiral hot plate for only 179 Rand, now on special. So don't miss out on this hot deal. I mean, you can literally ignite your kitchen in a good way with savings right now.
And this is perfect. A lot of students are finishing up studying now, moving into their first place. Perhaps you're done with res, moving into your first little apartment. You need to be able to cook.
I just see people in digs, like all 3 or 5 or 10 students living in digs together, all taking out their spiral hot plates. My mom brought me this. And like, okay, well, which ones are we going to sell? What are we going to keep? Or do we have one in each room? Absolutely amazing. Then you can discover the power of savings this Black Friday properly with the Magneto, you had me on that, portable power station for just 3,499 Rand. That's not a lot. And I would suggest act fast because this is going to go very quickly. I've been doing a lot of shopping and piecing together my own little system. These little gems go the distance.
And to think you're saving 2,500 Rand on that deal alone.
Incredible.
We'll satisfy your sweet tooth this Black Friday with a Baker's Choice assorted box. I don't think I've ever been to a Christmas where that hasn't been there. Now, you can unwrap the joy of delightful flavors at unbeatable price of only 129 Rand 99.
Which one do you take first?
Ooh, I always love the one with the little jam in the middle. Yes.
You'll fight over that one. No, it's the wafer for me.
Really?
It makes me feel so cultured and special when I eat the
I can
wafer.
see it.
See, I've got the wafer pinky comes up.
No, but the problem with those is once you start eating,
you
just have one. No, I'm only going to have one. No, you're not.
They call it a 1 kilogram box. It's normally about 800 grams when I put it on the table. Okay, I'll just say.
Here's another one for you. Gear up for some Black Friday deals with this unbeatable deal. Listen, if you want to spoil your kids, your wife,
yourself,
your auntie, yourself, I don't care, but a Rally 26-inch Sabre 21-speed mountain bike for only 1,599 Rand. And that's not all. A Samsung 85-inch crystal UHD 4K TV at the incredible price of only 24,999.
I don't think my space can have an 85-inch TV.
How do you carry it home on the bicycle, though? What do you do? Do you strap it to your back? What do you do? I don't know. These are incredible deals, so please just get online and start getting your little bucket list together. Don't miss out, and remember that these particular deals are valid until Tuesday, the 21st of November, very obviously until stocks run out, and they are going to go fast.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, stay tuned every week as we unveil the latest Black Friday deals. I mean, your wallet will thank you. I'm yet to start making a Black Friday plan, because you got to have a plan when you're going into Black Friday, right?
You need that
not
plan.
when it's every day, man. When it's Black November, we are here for that.
Well, listen, what are you waiting for? Set your destination to your nearest game stores now and be part of the excitement. Trust me, you do not want to miss out on any of these unbeatable deals for the week. The store opening hours are Monday to Friday from 9 to 6, on Saturdays from 9 to 5, and Sundays and public holidays from 9 to 4. Happy shopping.
Right, I suppose in lieu of the overindulgence that will no doubt come with the festive season, we're going to take a look at our tummies and what you can do if you are struggling with your gut right now, and how important looking after that little kind of nerve and health center is in our system.
And we have performer Charles with us. We can't wait to hear a little bit more from Charles, and we will be getting to know Charles a little bit better. Did you hear how many times I said the name Charles?
Yeah.
Charles.
Because, I mean, he's got an X in his name.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll ask him
So
about that.
Definitely. I want to know
Elon
about
Musk
that
ruined us, I think.
We'll see you now.
Only you can make my day.
If your cooking makes you proud, then you might be Mzansi's next cooking star. To be a part of Color Your Plate with Koo on SABC2, show us how a healthier you starts with you and your tasty plate. Take a video of yourself creating a colorful meal and tell us why you should be Mzansi's next cooking star. WhatsApp your entry to 072-741-5357 and you could be on the new season. Plus, stand to win your share of prizes valued at 500,000 Rand. Color Your Plate with Koo.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Hopefully you're having an amazing morning and no issues with your tummy, because it can have a massive effect. Now, I'm thrilled. We are discussing a vital topic this morning, one where we are understanding digestive disorders, some of the causes, the symptoms, and the relief, some of the treatment options that are available. I know everyone's different, but this seems to be a common thread that so many of us deal with, and we're going to share valuable insights from Dr. Dion O'Kinnigan as we dive into the world of digestive health and explore how citrus soda can play a key role in maintaining a healthy gut. I've relied on that product before many times, because I, like many people, have had digestive issues. It's almost a part of the human condition at the moment. So thanks for putting yourself out there like this and joining the charge. Maybe a good place to start would be with the usual suspects, and especially at this time of the year.
So, Graham, it's important to think about the digestive system. It's from the mouth all the way to the anus. Okay.
It's a system. It's not just one stop.
And it's got many sort of conditions that can affect it. So I think the common things we like to think about are the functional ones, things that speed up your gut and slow your gut down. So constipation, diarrhea, infection, reflux. Those are the ones that citrus soda can play a big role in. And then you get the more sinister ones, which are structural. So polyps, narrowing, stenosis, colon cancer. And I think some of the red flags we'll go into later when we talk about the symptoms. But at the moment, I think we're going to stick with reflux, which is one of the common things we're going to experience during the festive season. Change of diet, eating more than we should, maybe drinking more than we should.
And you don't want to slow down because we kind of feel like we've earned the right to indulge and enjoy ourselves at this time of the year, but we don't want that to be at the expense of enjoying ourselves at the end of the year. As you list these very simple things, what amazes me is that this is kind of a universal truth that everybody is governed by. When you get hit by this kind of indigestion or an upset tummy or anything like that, it's a leveler. There's just no getting around it. What are some of the symptoms? You mentioned some of those red flags, just so we can identify so that we can link relief to what we're experiencing.
So I think the common symptoms are nausea, diarrhea, constipation, reflux. Those are the ones that we experience on a monthly, weekly basis.
Hopefully not daily, and I know there are people that are like putting their hand up right now,
But the red flags, I think, are a change or excessive weight loss, which is unexpected, rectal bleeding, extremely acute abdomen, very sore to the touch, and things like reflux that are not responding to normal medication. Then you need to see your doctor.
How do we look at a treatment plan? What do we approach? And obviously you always have a doctor in your corner, and I think if there is any question mark, trust your gut, excuse the pun, just seek advice. But if we're wanting to, in a very busy day, look for relief, how do we approach taking something, and what's the kind of roadmap, if you will?
I think history. So, have I gone out for supper the night before? Did I eat something dodgy?
Was there a curry involved?
Exactly. Have my kids been sick? Is that why I'm feeling nauseous? I saw a mother yesterday whose child vomited on her. 24 hours later, she's got a tummy bug.
I've been there.
Yeah. So just taking a good history is a good way to start, and seeing what your symptoms are. And especially this time of the year, did I go out last night? Did I overindulge? Do I have a little bit of heartburn? Try some citrus soda, see if you can calm it down. So just taking a good history is a good way to start.
Yeah, and admittedly, the citrus soda was kind of ahead of the curve for me. There wasn't a huge amount of relief back then when I first started experiencing issues, and I had like spastic colon and all sorts of things. And at that stage, I think people were still trying to figure out what is that thing. And it's a conglomeration of, we know, a lot of different things, and our bodies are strong, and we can deal with it. We just need a bit of relief sometimes. Let's be proactive now. Do you have advice going into this period of how we can mitigate these feelings? Is there a way we can kind of prepare our bodies, maybe eat a little bit less of, and balance this equation out?
I think lifestyle is very important. So exercise speeds up your gut. So that's very good for gut health. What you put into your gut, I think that hasn't changed. High fiber, making sure that it gets enough substance so it can be moved through your gut. And then mental health. Mental health plays a massive role in your gut. So diarrhea, IBS, constipation. So especially going into this festive season, find time to exercise, try and eat healthily, even though we all tend to overindulge, and try and spend time with loved ones and improve your mental health.
Completely, because we forget this emotional center is connected to the body in such a powerful way, and we often don't make that correlation, but generally the first place that you see the signs of the emotional distress or that anxiety weighing on the body or your health is right down there. I suppose that's the reason why we say trust your gut.
Exactly, and it's one of the more common problems that we experience. Certainly, I'd say it's about 20% of the GP consults is your gut. So every time your door opens, there's a good chance it's going to involve the gut. And gut health is also very good for mental stimulation, mental health. even if you think about ADHD and things like
Yeah.
that, often come from gut health.
Completely. It really is the center of it all. Here's wishing you a very merry festive season, my friend, with just a little bit of overindulgence, but a bit of balance as well, because that's what this time of the year is about. And if you have any of those red flags, if there is something that is weighing on your gut, speak to your doctor. That's why we have GPs. That's why we have doctors in our life, is to lean on them. So let's look at the flip side of that and be proactive for you right now. And you guys stand the chance of winning 5,000 Rand in cash this week with citrus soda. As long as you don't spend it on overindulgence, no, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want, but all you have to do to get yourself there is tell us, what kind of meal do you love to indulge in? Even when you know it will cause you heartburn. Sometimes it's worth the risk. Use the hashtag citrus soda in your entry, and you can do that on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or that's X now in the Twitter case. The competition closes on Monday, the 20th of November at midnight. It'll be taken down, so jump on it right now. All those T's and C's do apply.
Holiday heartburn? Well, find the fix with citrus soda this festive season.
Stand a chance to win 5,000 Rand cash prizes each week when you answer our weekly questions on Expresso's Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, or Instagram with hashtag citrosoda.
Let's keep indigestion away and enjoy heartburn-free holidays. T's and C's obviously apply. Come and join the fun.
Well, listen, we are joined this morning on our Expresso platform, if I can say that, with pop singer, songwriter, and producer Charles du Toit, also known as Charles, but Charles with an X. And I have to be the first one to say, Charles, when I saw your name this morning, I almost went, oh, and then I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that's made that mistake.
Yeah.
You're trendy, you're cool. I love that. But why did you decide to replace the A with an X?
To be honest, there's like two sides of the story. The one I favor more than the other, because the one is, I think I was just 16 and I think it looked cool.
It does look cool.
I also am grateful I did it because it just feels like it's a project besides myself, that it's an entity of itself, you know? So I like that distance, but to be honest, I think I probably was just a high school teenager and I thought it looked cool.
Well, it still looks cool, and I think that is absolutely incredible. It's so amazing that you're here because you've been into music from a young age. Let's talk about your EP, Hopeless and Romantic. What is that EP all about? What's the energy?
Oh, Hopeless and Romantic is definitely a combination of like a coming-of-age kind of project, but also the post-teen angst of like early 20s and navigating that. So it's all the stuff from heartbreaks to dealing with mental health issues all over the place. So I think it's really just a journal of my lifetime between the ages of like 16 and 21.
Is that something you like to do, journaling? I know it's very therapeutic. It especially helps people that battle with, you know, anxiety to just put their thoughts down onto paper and process things.
Journaling, I don't do. I've tried it. It doesn't really work for me. My brain, well, it just can't attach to it. I need something more stimulating. So that's why music, I think, was perfect, because I produce the songs, I write them, I can create a whole landscape of sounds. So I think that's what clicks for me, but I also do agree with you. I think journaling is amazing. It
is amazing, especially if you're good at it. I mean, you're a songwriter yourself. When you construct your music, do you go by the tune first or do you go by the lyrics? What is your songwriting process?
Question. It's a good question. It depends. Sometimes I'll be chilling somewhere through the day and I'll take out my phone and I have an idea for a lyric and I'll put it in my notes on like the actual app and just, I don't know, sometimes it works, but then some days you just sit at the piano and you just find this beautiful melody and you're just inspired for like a week. And then you can just keep writing and you can't stop.
Oh, well, listen, is that the type of inspiration you had with the song A Girl Next Door?
Yeah.
Or The Girl Next Door?
The Girl Next Door, yeah. The Girl Next Door was definitely a conceptual song for me because there is no actual girl next door. This was just a combination of what I found in high school where I really wanted to, you know, fall in love, but you find just face value things that seem perfect, but, you know, the deeper you delve, it's not the case.
There.
It's not the case.
And what do you hope people will take from your debut EP?
Oh, I think it delves a lot into stuff, but I think I want just people to feel less alone, like they're not going through something that, you know, has never been seen before. I want them to know that there's people that feel the same things, that share the heartbreak, that share the joy, and I just wanted to unite a bit more, especially people that are at the younger side and maybe going through high school and stuff like that, having a tough time. I think that's what I wanted to do.
Oh, well, Charles, we are very excited to have you on Expresso. We are excited to also hear you perform. We're going to get into the formalities, quickly touch on those morning headlines, and then we're going to get that performance from Charles right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, so don't go anywhere.
Holiday heartburn? Well, find the fix with citrus soda this festive season.
Stand a chance to win 5,000 Rand cash prizes each week when you answer our weekly questions on Expresso's Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, or Instagram with hashtag #CitroSoda.
Let's keep indigestion away and enjoy heartburn-free holidays. T's and C's obviously apply. Come and join the fun.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, right here on S3. It's a minute to 7 o'clock. Let's quickly get into the official headlines of this morning. Starting with your national news headlines, 5 signed Springbok jerseys, whiskey and 68 laptops have been stolen during a burglary at the head office of the SA Rugby Union in Cape Town. Fortunately, the Webb Ellis trophy was locked in a safe. Now, there are 2 official World Cup trophies, the original trophy produced in 1906 and the replica from 1986. It's made of sterling silver and overlaid with 24-karat gold. Now, police say 2 well-dressed men entered the premises, parked their vehicles and forced open a window on the ground floor of the building. And some 8 billion rand has been set aside for the Uzimvubu water project, which has been delayed for decades in the Eastern Cape. The Owatambo, Alfred Nzo and Jotkabi district municipalities will benefit from the project as they've been struggling with water supply. Some people even share water from nearby springs with animals. A local leader, Chief Zweletu Charlie, believes the project will help people fight poverty as they will be able to cultivate through irrigation and in so doing respond to the challenge of food security. In your international news headlines this morning, at least 6 Palestinians have died in the West Bank after an Israeli attack. Meanwhile, some 200 bodies have been buried in a mass grave at the Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza. Now, Israel has accused Hamas of running a command center under Al-Shifa, which the hospital and Hamas deny. Israel began bombing Gaza after Hamas attacked Israel on 7 October, in which some 1,200 people died and about 200 were taken hostage. The death toll in Gaza has topped 11,000. This figure includes some 4,500 children. And Liberians yesterday voted in a presidential runoff election after the two leading candidates were separated by just over 7,000 votes in the first round a month ago. Now they are choosing between incumbent and one-time World Soccer Player of the Year George Weah and former Vice President Joseph Boakai. Now Weah failed to obtain more than 50% of the vote, triggering the runoff. Now this is the second time the two men have faced each other in a presidential election runoff vote. In 2017, Weah triumphed, gaining 61% of the vote. And we'll end up with this story. A tiny, critically endangered bird endemic to New Zealand, the tutu wahatu, that's the way, dotterel, has found a unique sanctuary to nest in relative peace, with emphasis on relative. Now, this as 4 pairs have been recorded in green areas alongside the outer runways at the Auckland airport. Now, despite enormous noise, though. Now, airport wildlife manager Lucy Hawley says high fences keep out invasive predators, and the dotterels ignore the giant planes moving around them as they've set up home alongside the taxiways of the country's busiest airport. Now, there are only 2,500 dotterels remaining in New Zealand, but fortunately they've ground nesting, pose no risk to aviation, and live happily alongside the planes at Auckland's airports. Rest well, little birds. That's your news headlines for the 7 o'clock bulletin. We'll have one more round for you at 8 o'clock. Right now, here's Graham with another round of your sport headlines.
So I know this one got your attention. Let's delve a little bit deeper in a rugby story with a difference, as Ewan broke just a moment ago. The Webb Ellis Trophy, yes, remains secure following that break-in at Saru House, South African Rugby's offices in Cape Town. So the replica, which is still very valuable, symbolising the Springboks Rugby World Cup victory in France, was safely stored in an ineffective office during the incident on Monday evening, thankfully. So robbers entered Saru House through the ground floor, taking some very valuable items, some invaluable, I'm sure, is confirmed by the SAPS. I'm talking about signed Springbok jerseys for the right collector, priceless, whiskey, laptops, and of course 2 cases of business burglary now have been registered as a result. The police are currently investigating the incident involving what looks like 2 very well-dressed males who fled in a white Toyota Corolla. Now let's look at the action happening on the fields in the other World Cup, in the upcoming Cricket World Cup semi-final clash, and it's a big one in Mumbai. New Zealand's fast bowler Lockie Ferguson underlines a level playing field despite India's standout performance throughout. Now, of course, undefeated in the group stages, looking sublime. India, led by Virat Kohli, who's also in that kind of form, and Rohit Sharma, 2 big guns, face a very determined New Zealand hitting form at the right time. The Indian bowling attack featuring Jasprit Bumrah, back to his best, Mohammad Siraj and Mohammad Shami, a force to be reckoned with, especially with Shami's return, proving pivotal. So despite past victories, India is hungry for that 3rd World Cup title since 2011, aiming to break the trophy drought since the 2013 Champions Trophy. Amazing to think with the makeup of that team that they haven't done it yet, but this, well, it could be their time. Now let's turn to football, and sadly it's not the time of young wunderkind Jude Bellingham and Levi Colwill. They've both been forced to withdraw from the English squad due to shoulder injuries. And that's ahead of the final 2 Euro 2024 qualifier matches. So Colwill will be absent from Chelsea's, or at least was absent from Chelsea's brilliant Premier League clash with Man City. And then Bellingham has missed Real Madrid's last 2 matches. England, currently leading Group C with 16 points from their 6 games, has already secured qualification, thankfully, for Euro 2024. They're scheduled to face Malta and then North Macedonia on Friday and Monday, respectively, but without those 2 young superstars. Now let's turn to tennis, and not the best news for Stefanos Tsitsipas, poised to exit the ATP finals after retiring from his match against Holger Rune in the first set. So trailing 2-1 to Rune, Tsitsipas conceded the green group match, granting Rune his first ever win in the season-ending tournament. And that means that Tsitsipas is likely to withdraw, paving the way for Hubert Hurkacz to face Novak Djokovic in that final match, with no chance of advancing to the semi-finals. And Djokovic, on the other hand, aiming to secure a semi-final spot against Sinner, the first Italian to target the tournament's last 4. But that look on Djokovic's face kind of typifies the world #1's season. He has been back to his best. Not that he ever really falters from that, but it's his year, I think, and he's going to end it in style. And that's where we end our sport for now. Let's hope the roads are going to follow suit and look fantastic. A couple of incidents to report on.
Thank you, Graham. Yes, just a couple of incidents. The roads are most certainly waking up. We're starting off in Durban and KZN. There are roadworks taking place on the N2 northbound, and that's after EB Klute interchange with restricted lanes. Please drive carefully or use an alternative route to avoid any delays. Staying in KZN, there's been a truck accident north of Tuba on the N2 route. Please exercise caution and avoid the affected area for any delays as well. Then over in Cape Town, there's congestion on the N2 inbound, and that's at Jakes Gerwel Drive. Expect delays and follow and allow for some more travel time this morning. Please be safe on the roads this morning. That's your traffic. Let's get into your weather. In your weather news this morning, the Johannesburg Emergency Services says one person was injured after a massive hailstorm hit several parts of Johannesburg on Monday night. A spokesperson, Robert Malautsi, said the destructive storm caused considerable damage to properties and cars, leaving roads slippery in the hail aftermath. Rosebank, Midrand and Soweto are among the areas affected. A Southern Sun hotel experienced a partial structural collapse. In Soweto, a woman was rescued by emergency services after falling into a drain and was hospitalized. The hailstorm was reported in areas including Paulshof, Rosebank and Sandton, also along the N1 highway and in Marlborough. Malotsi said emergency services would remain on high alert. That's your weather news. Now to your sunrise views. We have a beautiful one this morning that was sent in from Zunaid Moodley. Good morning, Zunaid from Cape Town, who said sunrise from the top of Signal Hill now. Went for a lovely morning hike. Summer is here and the air is so fresh. I mean, look at that. Screen saver for sure. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much, Zunaid, for sharing with us and taking the time. It looks absolutely incredible. So continue, please, sharing your views with us. You can do so on our WhatsApp line 063 408 8863. Here's your temperatures for your Wednesday.
Well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, on your Feel Good Breakfast show, we have Charles about to perform a song, The Girl Next Door, from his debut EP, Hopeless and Romantic. Charles, take it away.
Wouldn't be mad at you, 'cause I'm kinda desperate. Somebody desperate. And I hate every time you laugh. Writing your number down on my back. Scarlet red lipstick, 'cause you're not the type to come in. So crawl underneath my skin, yeah. Make me feel like a man again. Take the breath right out of my lungs. I don't need it, it's all for you. You got me feeling like I'm 16 years young. Got me started shouting out, I'm the one. Yeah, but I'm not that done. 'Cause show me cold as soon as morning comes. And I'll be back to sticking to my guns. Up all doesn't exist. I feel like this. I mean, how could you even say that? Guess my ignorance is bliss. I guess my ignorance is bliss. Oh, she's the girl next door. Oh, she's the. You got me feeling like I'm 16 years young. You got me started shouting out the wine. Yeah, but not that night. You should be gone as soon as morning comes. You know me back to sticking to my guns. Sticking to my guns.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And welcome back to the kitchen for another installment of, very loud now, the Culinary Hotline Bling! Where were you guys earlier this morning? Nah, we'll talk about that during the ad break. Shannon, we're back.
Yes, we are.
The chocolate bar is in the fridge.
Yes.
And it's going to be sitting, so we'll see that in the next part. Let's talk about what we're making next, which is, we asked on social media what people's favorite no-bake dessert is, and this one came up like a lot.
Milk tart.
Milk tart.
That is the South African favorite.
It is,
so
but
it's amazing.
The no-bake milk tart, I mean, I always gravitate towards the baked version, purely because I've never made the no-bake version. So let's make it I'm making it for the first time with you, South Africa.
Okay, amazing. So first things first, we are going to get some butter melted. Clem, it's the microwave again.
Nicole, can you come back and use the microwave? Okay, Nicole's going to melt the butter for us. Because the base, right?
Yes.
So the base we're using, I can say that it's tennis biscuits.
Yes.
Yeah, so tennis biscuits and the butter, that's going to melt together, and that's going to make our base.
We can use for the base. And then I'm going to move on to the custard in the meantime, which is just milk, I beg your pardon, milk, some condensed milk and vanilla essence. We're going to get that in there. Once it's at boiling point, we're going to put that off, and then I'll show you what we do with the eggs.
Cool. Okay, I'm excited. Let's do this. Condensed milk I also feel like really only comes out during festive times.
Yeah.
The rest of the year we don't really use it that much, and then the festive time is like all the condensed milk.
Exactly, because you throw it in like every single dessert. Yeah.
And then I know people can get iffy about it because it's, I mean, it's There's sugar
It's
in there,
festive,
but it's
come
festive.
on.
And also, you never end up eating like the biggest portion of something when you add condensed milk to it. Even we just had Diwali now. When we use condensed milk in all the sweetmeats, a sweetmeat like it's like that tiny.
Exactly.
So you should not
so
be
you're just
feeling
taking
bad.
like a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, my treat would be I'd get the
Your
leftover
job.
bowl. I'd get the leftover bowl of condensed milk and then just sit there just like...
Oh, but isn't that like the best part of it? Like
Oh,
even like
absolutely.
cake and everything.
And then, remember one stage I used to have the condensed milk that you could actually just get in a tube?
Yeah. Turkeys.
Turkey.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
It gives me toothache just thinking about it.
I mean, the things we did when we were younger, like today, we're like, oh no, sugar. No, definitely not. But when we were younger, we were like, condensed milk, condensed milk.
I know, but even thinking of me as a mom, I'm like, I used to like consume the worst things. And now with my kids, she's like, Mom, can I have sweets? I'm like, oh, like 3 is enough.
There we go. I feel you, I feel you. I like it.
So I'm going to leave you to do the base. You can mix the butter slowly into there.
Slowly?
Because it's quite hot. And then just mix it in and pour the base into the tin and sort of like use the back of your spoon to get it into a nice shape.
Got you, got you. So we're talking about, thank you, Nicole, for coming and using the amazing kitchen appliance. I will be doing a little workshop during the ad break. We're talking about kitchen appliances. Willie is part of their Black Friday deal. You get 20% off kitchen appliances. Those are selected kitchen appliances, T's and C's apply. Go and check out that promo on their website. And then once you get the kitchen appliance, read the manual of how to use it, which is what I'm going to be doing during the ad break next for this microwave. Okay, Shannon, back to you. Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Base is looking good. Can we get hands in here just to make sure it's like properly incorporated?
Yeah, hands are clean.
Yes, yes.
Perfect. Now you can go ahead and like shape it into a beautiful base. In the meantime, I'm going to get started on the eggs.
When we make this, how long would it take to set?
5 to 6 hours, but ideally overnight.
So make it a day before.
Yeah.
And, I mean, could you also make this like well in advance, or should we just keep it like a day before? You don't want to do this like, let's say, 3 days in
want
advance?
it starting to taste like the inside of your fridge.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Don't
I
you think
hate it when things have like that fridge kind of taste. It gives me an ick.
Like also freezer. Like ice.
Yes.
And my hack at home is I actually put the water in the ice cube tray.
Yeah.
I put the whole ice cube tray in a zip seal bag.
Yeah.
Because I've also got to think about things tasting like fridge.
Exactly.
Or so your eggs, by the way, South Africa, your eggs, because they're porous, they'll absorb the flavor of your fridge.
Yes.
So never put your eggs next to things like onions or anything that's quite aromatic, because you're going to end up having... I mean, onion-flavored eggs sound nice, but don't do it. Don't do it. Don't put your eggs near things that are quite aromatic. Okay, base is down, and that was quite easy.
Yeah, exactly. Just try and like go a little bit up to the...
You want a lip?
Yeah. Let's
Obviously,
do a little lip.
to keep in all the
Yeah, we want it pretty, Claire.
milk tart goodness. Perfect.
Okay, so egg whites, I'm going to a soft peak. Now I'm going to, with the egg yolks, we're going to add in our cornstarch and a pinch of salt and water. And then once our custard starts boiling, we're going to add in our egg yolk mixture.
And it's that cornstarch that gives us that setting, that custard setting ability. Okay, we're looking good. We're looking awesome. There we go.
That's so pretty.
Thank you. And can you add, if you want to bump up the cinnamon, look at me changing South African recipes. If you want to bump up cinnamon, could you actually like flavor the base with like other ingredients?
You can use any biscuit you like, but then we're deterring from it being like a South African.
And we don't want to do that because the aunties will come after
I
us.
was going to tell you now.
No, and they're not shy. They will honestly come after us. Okay, cool, that looks really good.
Will you get this a little bit to like a little bit more of a thickness? I'm going to work on the egg yolks in the meantime. In this, we are just adding cornstarch, salt, and water.
Nice. Talk to me about festive season responsibilities and roles.
It's always me, so I have to do cooking for the whole entire family.
Okay.
But also, I've got this whole thing where I'm very much like, I hate people making food on Christmas.
You see, you can't pause. You can't pause after saying that. You've got to be like...
It's not my fault.
Okay, so say again, what is your thing?
I'm just not a fan of other people making food on Christmas.
Okay.
Because I believe it's like a special lunch. And you know, Christmas meats are quite pricey. So you're like, please don't mess up the lamb, I'll do it myself.
I got you, I got you.
Fork.
Fork,
It's
okay.
fine, I'll use yours.
There we go. That's looking really good. So that's the cornstarch, that's the egg. And what else is in it? The milk?
Yeah.
Milk. Okay, that's going to be the binding agent?
No, so over here we've got milk, condensed milk, and vanilla essence. We're waiting for this to come up to a slight boil before we add in our
Nice.
mixture.
And that temperature on the milk, you said it's quite low?
Oh, it is.
There we go. You don't want it to be bubbling.
No, we
You can
want
end
to
up with
bring it up
scrambled
to
eggs.
a boil.
Oh, you do want to?
And then we have to let it sit for 3 minutes
Got you.
before we pour this in.
That looks so good. Okay, so talk to me. So you said you're cooking. You do kind of, you manage everything on the day.
Well, we have a rather very small family. Like on my end, it's just me, my partner, and my daughter. So last year we spent Christmas with our friends, Tina, and Keenan, and we just had like a friends' lunch, and I made like 12 different
12?
meals. I know.
12
Christmas is like my show and shine.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Pretty impressive, pretty impressive. Okay, so that's going to join the hot milk. And then once that's nice and set, we're going to fold through the egg whites. Am I right?
No. So the egg whites, because we're not baking it. So the egg whites, after we get this to a boil, we're going to add in our slurry, our mixture. Then we're going to stir that until the custard thickens up for 5 minutes, and then let that cool for 2 minutes. We're going to add this in and then stir for another additional 2 minutes. Then we're going to take it off the heat. Pop that in the freezer in the meantime to set. Once this is room temperature, we're going to pour it over into our dish and let it sit for 5 to 6 hours.
And it'll end up looking like this.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's show them what it looks like.
You know what? We're going to do a proper taste test when we come back with the
Yes.
next part. So don't go anywhere, because there's another amazing dessert coming up, which is our passion fruit no-bake cheesecake.
And that one is a kid's favorite.
Kid's favorite, my favorite. So don't go anywhere. We will be back with more Culinary Hotline Bling. Ding, ding, ding!
I just had to prove my worth loving the Culinary Hotline this morning. But how about having a private chef to cook every meal for the rest of your life? Maybe that requires a little bit of resource, and it's Wednesday, which means you have another chance to win big. The National Lottery is giving you 51 million reasons to play. Hashtag Lotto #Lotto+1 and hashtag Lotto+2 for 51 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. That's a lot. Oh, the hashtag Lotto is estimated at 33.5 million. The Lotto+1 estimated at 2 million. Then the Lotto+2 is estimated at a cool 15.5 million rand. So why not triple your chances of becoming the next multi-millionaire and play all 3 games? And you can get access. You can buy your tickets right now in store on their website, nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, which works beautifully. Even your cell phone banking will have a tab or a click, or you can simply dial *120 *7529# for the USSD. And of course, we've posted all of those details on our social media channels as well, so you can go check them out and then just start choosing your numbers, or maybe you've got your lucky numbers already. Are you going to be the next multi-millionaire? Because we've seen a few being made through this. Panda push-up play, baby, and find out.
Oh, thanks, G-Man. Well, listen, we are taking the quickest of breaks. You know we love a little dilemma of would you rather when it comes to finances. So we're going to put you through a little bit of a dilemma when it comes to birthday parties, and we will see you in just a bit.
Easy does it. We know there is nowhere more festive than the Expresso kitchen this season, because you could be baking your way to 50,000 Rand in cash as part of the Golden Baker Search 2023 edition. Very proudly brought to you by the amazing Golden Cloud and Beacon.
5 lucky finalists will be chosen to compete live in 3 rounds of the most festive bake-offs for that grand prize of 50,000 Rand.
Yeah,
that's the final step.
Right.
Now, to enter, it's really simple. Just reply to the competition post on Expresso's social pages and make sure you include a picture and a description of your most outrageously festive bake.
Include the Golden Cloud and Beacon products that you've used in your amazing bake in the picture, and that all-important hashtag Golden Baker Search 2023. You can also enter via WhatsApp. You can send your pic through to 079 378 9769.
There are also weekly hampers to be won. Plus, the finalists stand a chance of winning prizes sponsored by DeLonghi. Now, don't forget, the competition closes on the 20th of December. Your T's and C's do apply.
No! Oh, magnifique! Well done! That is beautiful!
Quality, man.
The secret is in the softness. Whoa.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your feel-good breakfast show. It's Expresso on S3, and we love a little scenario where we put you in a corner and we make you pick A or B. Well, I'm pretty sure you probably know all about doing a fantastic budget.
Hopefully.
But do you have what it takes to stick to it, especially when it's your birthday party and you want to throw a good time for all of your friends? So it's time for us to find out in another round of Would You Rather? Dum dum dum. So this is how it works.
Okay.
We paint a scenario and you need to let us know would you rather.
A or B. Cool.
A or B.
I'm there.
Now, this is the scenario. You want to celebrate your birthday with friends and family, but you're trying to figure out which option is best and most cost effective. So, would you rather A, host a party at home where the budget is controlled, but you pay for everyone?
Okay.
Or B, go out for dinner and drinks, pay only for yourself, but there's a chance of overspending? Which would it be, A or B?
I kind of feel like either way, if you're having a party, you're going to break the budget.
No, it's
so
almost,
I think you've got to
almost
plan
like
ahead.
when it comes to your birthday, especially if it's a significant one. I mean, do you really want a budget? I don't know. I know that's a big statement.
Can we
but
throw in another option?
Okay, I'll tell you how we do it. We normally pick a restaurant and, you know, everyone covers for themselves. But what we do is if it's you're the birthday boy,
We'll
as
cover
the group,
collectively,
we
yeah.
cover your expenses. So you don't pay for anything on your birthday.
You see, now that's another way. That's option C.
That's option
So are you
C.
hoping maybe that you don't do anything and then your friends are going to do this on your behalf?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we're fishing
I've done
for, yeah.
both before. You know, where you celebrate at home, where you invite people and you say, I'll cater, we're having a bride, or just come and enjoy. Or you go out, but at the end of the day, you go out for your birthday and you have celebration. And at the end of the day, when it comes to settling the bill, you know, everyone, it's such a mission, is trying to who got what, and then at the end of the day, you just pay for it anyways.
And everyone,
You know what I'm
all
saying?
people just split down the line and
So
end up
for
paying
me, it's
someone
like
else's
this.
provide.
I don't know. It's like this. But I do enjoy, you know, having something at home and getting a nice piece of steak and putting it on the braai and, you know, sorting out a couple of snackies. I would go with option A.
Option A.
I'm definitely going with option A because you can make a little go further. I think you can get a couple of marquee meats, you get a really nice steak. And then you can kind of shore up the rest with a bit of burri, kind of your stocking fillers, if you will, to use that term. But
and it's a good vibe as well.
Okay, we don't know what we're talking about. Please can we see what the viewers had to say? Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at what you had to say online. We're heading over to Facebook. Let's take a look at those comments. Okay, we don't have those comments right
Check, people
now.
are feeling the same as us.
There we go.
All right.
So we have Sasha Lee saying, good morning, Expresso family. I would go with B. With A, hosting a party will not even save me more money and would have to clean up afterwards. I agree with you.
Ooh, fair
I'm
game.
going out with a small group of people. I would pay for tapas. Everyone should just cover their own drink bill. That's also a good way of doing it. A very smart way of doing it is if you pick a restaurant and, you know, you get restaurants that don't charge corkage. So everyone pays for their main meal, but you take the wine.
And you use the last drop that you got. See, now I understand. I get that. Let's take a look at another.
Laura says, good morning, my favorite people. Good morning to you as well, one of our favorite people. I would go with option A. Knowing that I've saved, especially for this occasion, makes more sense to me. Yeah. So the cleaning up part.
I suppose you know when your birthday's coming. You've got no excuse not to save for it or plan ahead. It's the one thing that you do.
I can think of nothing worse than option A. Imagine you have to stand there, cook, and it's like busy.
You don't have to cook, you braai, and everyone collectively braais at the meat that you got. The only thing is with that is you might get that one person that doesn't know when to leave. You see. There's always that one person.
And if you are the last person there and you're wondering who that person is,
then you know.
Then it's you.
But it's your bride, Graham. It's your
but usually that person at least helps them stay clean up.
This is also true.
Yeah. And we all have that friend. Some of them, I've got a few in my life. Lucian definitely is one of those. I've got a mate, Greg. I used to wake up after we had passed out at about 3 in the morning and find him washing dishes, just purely out of like
what
OCD.
A
like
don't know when to go.
Those are keepers. Those are the kind of friends that you want to keep around.
Well, listen, as always, we hope that these whole would you rather scenarios will get you thinking. As you can see, there are still quite a few comments coming through, so weigh in on would you rather for option A or option B. We also have Natalie saying, sort of A, we do a braai, bring a braai, and usually some snacks or a salad or so. Things are way too expensive. We absolutely agree. And Sylvia says, good morning, Expresso show viewers, definitely option A.
Okay.
Just don't bring a chicken, okay? Because it means I'm going to have to then get out the kettle braai, and then we're going to have 2 braais.
Different sections of braai.
If you're ever at my house and you see me passive-aggressively setting up the Weber while I've got the other braai going, you know okay, someone brought a chicken.
So when you go braai at Graham's house, just tell him beforehand, what are you going to bring?
You can bring it as a society, and that's even pushing the lines.
Carmen coming through says, A, host at home. There are always people who come in and pitch in without even asking. I think that's cool as well.
That's true.
Because we are nice people.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've got a proven case study coming from Zelda, which I love. I've tried it both ways. And B is more cost-effective for me. Boom, boom, boom. That should be the answer that we land on.
There we go.
B, because you can work it out.
Yes.
I like the tapas idea because it makes you look generous. You get a couple of focaccias and a couple of finger foods.
Well, you pay for everyone's cake.
Some focaccias.
I'm going with the unleavened bread.
If these are your true friends, everyone does it that way, and it's not a wrong. You never have to feel guilty.
There's really not an A or B.
Exactly.
I mean, I think you can still make it work for you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well,
so there's some C's as well if you've got some good options there.
Definitely. Well, as always, we hope these would you rather scenarios really just get you thinking about your own finances in an honest way, and that you can also build a habit of weighing out all of the pros and cons when you make any financial decisions. And also we hope that you make the better choices when it comes to your money, the ones that are right for you.
Check this. This My Goals Plus account gives you cash back on groceries and 25 cents back per litre at BP. That's lit.
Lit in 2023.
Oh, well, listen, from weighing up the options with your finances to being smart with your finances when it comes to building the perfect summer wardrobe. Now, it starts with quality fashion staples. These items are usually simple and unobstructive, and they form the base layer of a stylish outfit. Now, we have asked stylist and creative director Taryn Oppel to join us in studio to help us build the perfect summer wardrobe with the basics we all need. Taryn, we talk about this all the time.
All the time. Good morning.
We always say basics, 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 but when it comes to summer basics, what are we talking about?
So I always talk about building blocks, wardrobe foundations. Yes. This is what these staples are. They are those essential pieces that really do complete a look with very little to no effort at all.
And these are timeless. These are not fashionable pieces.
Exactly. They are your classics, your forever pieces. So you can never have too many of them in your wardrobe, basically.
Okay. So when we talk about these basic pieces, what are we talking about?
Okay, so we've got, for the whole family, it ranges from women's, men's, and kids. We'll start with the women.
Let's start with the women.
So we've got your modal t-shirt. They're super luxurious, soft, super stretchy. They retain their shape after wearing. These are in promo at Woolies at the moment for $149 each when you buy two.
Okay.
So that's a great deal.
So when you add a little stripe to your wardrobe, that's not too fashionable. Is that considered a basic?
Stripes are absolutely classic. They will never, ever, ever go out of fashion, if you want to call it that. They are with you forever. Here's another version of a stripe as well. This is your regular fit t-shirts, and of course your strappy tops and your vests. These are going for $99.95 each when you buy 2. So that's a good deal too.
And they make it so easy and very convenient because you want to have these basics in more than just one color.
Exactly.
Perhaps a basic color, i.e. your black and white or beige.
You can never have too many of that. Exactly. So, like I said, you can never have too many. So why not just, go all out. And then, of course, you've got your everyday legging. These are great for days at home, a quick errand, a little morning stretch, or, something that can be a layering piece for a longer length button-up shirt as well.
True.
And, yeah, these are also going for $149 each when you buy 2.
Okay, well, listen, leggings are great to have, especially if you're planning a road trip. You're going to spend a lot of time in the car. Even on an aeroplane, leggings are super comfortable.
Totally.
So we've gone through the basics for the ladies.
We've gone through the basics for the ladies, and like we mentioned earlier, you can never have too many white or black t-shirts in your wardrobe, but I really just want to talk about color right now.
Okay.
So we've got Letabo here. She's wearing a nice pop of color in the modal tee. And, most of us always reach for our classic skinny or stretch denim to pair with our t-shirts. And don't get me wrong, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's always a good idea. But why not a little bit of newness? So we're sticking to denim, but we're pairing it with a pencil skirt and a little statement sneaker. And then instead of a belt, maybe a pop of color with a scarf is in your belt loops.
I love that.
Yeah.
And look how we just simply elevated this look. It's a simple tee. It's a simple tee, but it actually is so sophisticated. She can now go, and I mean, denims, you don't need to wash that every single day unless you spill on it. But now if she travels, she can pack 3 different t-shirts and have 3 different looks.
You've got it.
There we go.
It's
this is what the staples are all about. So now that we've got the ladies check, let's move over to the gents.
Let's move over to the men.
Like gents' cupboards are always just full of basics.
They really are. I mean, this is basically what
most men's wardrobes look like.
So, we are on the same page, or the same sort of topic when it comes to t-shirts for men. Again, a really, really, really wide variety of color. You've got your V-neck shape. You've got your crew neck shape, you've got regular fit, slim fit, and these are going for $99.95 each when you buy 2, so that's a great deal as well.
And also more color. I love that blue coming through.
So these are like super pastely muted, softer shades, but then you also get them in red and orange and yellow and all of those colors that would really make a statement as well if you're that type of guy.
Yes.
And then we just want to talk about the Easy Care Smart shirt. This promo couldn't have come at a better time. Festive season, special occasions,
wedding season,
i.e. weddings, Mrs. Zoe. And these are going for $279 each when you buy 2. It's also great if you want to get a major head start and you're back to work for next year.
True.
Jump on the promo.
Jump on the promo. Be smart. Think ahead. Maybe buy a size bigger if you know you're going to go big this festive season,
Good
Think
idea.
ahead.
Good idea. And then lastly, your plain PK golfers. These always pair so well with a chino shorts or a deck shorts. So versatile. They come in a range of colors as well. And these are going for $199 each when you buy 2.
Oh, I love it. I love that we've got the basics in place. But basic does not mean boring. It means staples, solid foundations for your wardrobe. Let's bring in a model.
Let's bring in our male. So,
excuse me.
I just want to talk about the classic white t-shirt. It really can confidently stand on its own, but why not bring it into some layering? It's such a great layering piece here. We've put it under a button-up shirt. He's wearing his denim look deck shorts, his sneakers, or peak cap. He's looking cool for summer.
Awesome. I love this.
Yeah, it's great.
I also love that we're wearing the basic tee with a printed button-up shirt.
It's a great blank canvas, a foundation for creating so many variations of a look as well. So
looks amazing. Can you turn for us to camera so we can see the front of this outfit? Oh,
there you go.
Excuse me. Now we've got ladies, gents sorted. Let's move over to kids.
Let's move over to the kids. So Again, let's talk teas, our basics. Let's talk about girls. So these are fun. There's a lot of slogans and graphics when it comes to older kids, which is what we're talking about specifically now. So, yeah. Little cool little summer prints.
This is cute.
Pom-pom. And also they come in these little
Club.
cropped shapes as well as your long legs. I mean, I like apples. How cute.
That is adorable.
And these, for boys and girls, your T-shirts are going for $99.95
So
when you buy two.
Today is all about making sure you stock up on your staples ahead of the festive, ahead of the new year, just so that you're sorted for summer.
And it's such a great promo. I mean, for the guys, for the little boys. It's all about graphics as well. This little space theme, the astronaut. This is not a T-shirt.
No, that's not. That's a baby grow.
And then this is more of a skate theme. So it's really fun and exciting for the little ones as well.
Awesome. Well, let's bring the little ones in because we are super excited to see how we can elevate these everyday basics and
have a look.
capitalize mom and dad on buying two for that incredible
T-shirt
price.
and shorts pairing. Perfect for summer. It's like fail-proof, basically. So Jaylee's wearing her cropped Bring on the Sunshine T-shirt and her patchwork denim shorts. And then Hamish has got some anime vibes at the back. Show them your back of your T-shirt, Hamish. How cool.
Oh, that's so cool. Give me a high five. There we go.
And then just a simple pairing of with sneakers, and they're good to go. I mean, swap these T-shirts out with others, and again, you've got multiple outfit options as well.
There we go. Well, listen, you're talking multiple options. We've gone through the whole family. You've got some baby clothing there. We don't have a baby in studio, but maybe you can quickly show the railing. Just some basics for the newborns to the,
so you've got
to the 12 to 18-month-olds.
You've got your popper sleep suits, which are a classic.
They are
Gotta
classic
have them in your wardrobe. They're at the core of Woolies Baby. These are going for 85 Rand each when you buy two, which I think is a great deal.
Stock up now, moms, for winter and summer.
And then gotta love the romper. These are also great for these super hot days. It's very easy wearing. It's, you know, you can jump up and go. And these also range from teeny bopper to up to 18, 24 months. So, yeah, this is a great buy. And these are going for a really good 55 Rand each when you buy two. So that's a great deal.
Definitely a great deal. Well, Taryn, we always appreciate you coming through.
Absolutely.
Bringing us the best of the best. And W Rewards members, save big on exclusive deals. Now, you can dress up your basics with the hottest fashion and style like we've seen, from summer tees and leggings to kiddies dresses and golf shirts. Plus, we've got a 2,000 Rand Woolies gift card to give away. Now, if you want to stand a chance to win this gift card, just hop on over to our competition post on our social media pages. That is Expresso, X, formerly known as Twitter, as well as Instagram, and tell us, what is your favorite summer staple from Woolies? It is an easy question today, and don't forget to include that hashtag Woolies Fashion. The competition will close at midnight on Friday, this Friday, the 17th of November. Those T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Thank you so much for rejoining the conversation. It's been a mixed bag this morning, and we love it. Right now, we're going to focus on a bit of tech, probably the most important piece of tech that we have.
And this is exciting because, I mean, let's be honest, who doesn't love a brand new phone? That new phone smell, my friend.
The
Yes,
new
we
phone
love
feeling,
it. Come on.
the lack of scratches.
Look, if you're in the market, then you'll be happy to know that you can now enhance your new or existing plan with Vodacom's multi-device finance by choosing between flexible contract lengths of 24 or even 36 months, allowing you to build your plan your way.
This is really big because I think for a long time we've kind of felt just subject to what the rules are, and it might not necessarily match what you need. So I love this your way focus. The best part, you can trade in your old eligible, and we stress the word eligible phone, for an upgrade, or even opt for a pre-loved phone that is as good as new. Yes, because some people do actually look after their phones.
Yeah.
So we put this to you guys online to find out really how you feel. How do you choose a new phone when you are upgrading? And this is the question. I'll put this to you, Evis, as well. Do you look for a phone with the best camera and features? Maybe a phone that is the most cost-effective, something that adds the best value, and there's some great entry-level phones out there.
Yeah.
Or are you going to look for something that's a bit more thrifty, like a second-hand phone? What's the most important element for you?
For me, the most important thing when it comes to a phone is, obviously, I want it to have a good camera. We need a good camera nowadays. We know this for all the pictures we're taking, to share those memories. But together with that, because I use it as my work as well,
tool,
so it needs to have good processing power, 8 gigabyte RAM at least, you know. So the processing speed and also, of course, the camera. I think those are the two main factors.
Because you'll have like 9 apps open, and I've been doing a lot of editing on my phone.
Signing up documentation and all of those kind of things.
No, completely. And I'm amazed because I would say about 80% of what I used to do on my laptop, I now do on my phone as a result. So that's a massive part of it. I think the strength of the hardware, the kind of phone, are you brand loyal? Because we've obviously had certain loyalties through this show that have, all phones are really good at the moment. The technology is out there, but there are some that you just kind of have an affinity to or more comfortable with
I will
programming.
go as far as saying that I am brand loyal because I've been using Samsung for such a long time, and I don't think I'll easily change. Because I just know that, you know, it's a quality device, and I know that we'll get it out there. It'll go the distance.
No, completely. And I think the only issue I have is that every year they come up with like a quantum leap forward in the phone technology, and that's across the board. There are some massive advancements. I think it's on balance. For me, it kind of feels like Samsung kind of replaced their focus on laptops with the phone, because understanding that everyone runs this kind of business center. But we thought we'd put it to you guys online to find out how you approach buying a new phone, and I think this is going to be interesting.
Here we go. Molobogang says camera and features.
Nice.
There we go. Camera is definitely up there. Prudence says camera, space, and features. That's another big one.
Storage for me is a massive thing.
Big one. Tabang says the latest model from your favorite brand. So the latest model. Of course you're going to go for the latest model.
This speaks to the psyche of the shopper more than the product, I think. Jolene's saying cost-effective and camera features, because you've got to tell the story. Chantal Trantral saying the latest model from my favorite brand, and of course camera and features. The camera is so important. I love good quality pictures to capture all those memorable moments. And you laugh about it, but with kids, buddy, I think we've probably got about 10 photos and 2 videos of every day of our children's life. If you think about it, you've probably got a record. You need the space. For me, I need like a terabyte's worth of storage.
It was heartbreaking for me because a couple of weeks ago, I did a bit of a cleanup as to my gallery, and I ended up, I think, letting go of 1,500 odd photos.
What kind of a parent are you? How can you just cut your children out of your life like that?
You have 50 versions of the same picture.
I know, and WhatsApp doesn't make it easier when you're uploading other versions of. Nishi Sonpal saying camera and features. I love capturing every moment. This seems to be a common thread. Luciano, RAM.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one.
Definitely, and camera features to capture those unforgettable moments, because this really does kind of capture our life. Hey?
Yeah, no, absolutely. But at the end of the day, you want a phone that is responsive, that does what you want it to do, that's not lagging at all. I mean, this is some of the key features. I mean, the phones are so good nowadays.
No, you can't get Eben Etzebeth when considering a phone. Well, I suppose you could DM Eben and ask him, what phone do you choose?
Maybe a screensaver if you really want.
Or maybe you've got some photos of you and Eben that you just can't let go of. I do. I've even got photos of me where you can't even see Eben, you just see my hand like this in a microphone above my head. You're on the money. I absolutely love the fact that you can actually now go for the phone that has the maximum features that possibly is pre-loved. That's massive. But here, the big take home for me is it's your choice, and you can make that decision when you feel you are ready to upgrade and enhance your new or existing plan with multi-device finance, and you can do it today. You can trade in your eligible phone, your pre-loved phone itself, and then get something new.
Yeah, plus you get your share of 500 million rand in cash and rewards on VodaPay when you embrace that summer feeling with Vodacom. So it's very easy. You can enhance in store or by visiting their website, voda.com/enhance.
I'm thinking of merging.
Yeah, merging.
Enhance what you love. Add more of what you need to your contract. Choose from a range of enhanced options in-store or online. Further together, Vodacom.
Oh, well, listen, I'm so happy the girls now get to have this conversation. And you know what? This is something for the girls and the guys, because we'll be diving into the topic that has had and still has many talking. I'm talking about the sexiest man alive empire that has been around for years now. For those who don't know, the sexiest man alive is a title that is given every year by voters who cast online ballots over the fall, which is the American autumn. And then the man that took home the title for this year is the one and only Patrick Dempsey, Mr. McDreamy. Now, for those of you joining us now, we're going to dive into it a little bit more with media personality Carissa Cupido. Can we give her a warm welcome to Expresso? I love this, the sexiest man alive.
Sexiest man alive.
For as long as I can remember, there's been quite a few sexy men.
There have been.
And there's been a few I'm like, what do they see? But then after they mention it, I'm like, okay, I see why he's sexy. I get it.
Right, but it takes some convincing sometimes.
It takes some convincing.
I get
because what's sexy for me might be different for you.
It is so subjective, 100%. Yeah, and I kind of love that they give the power, in a sense, to the audience that enjoys people, right? They say, vote for your sexiest, and then we'll put it up. But I do think that they influence it slightly, because if you look at the start of this, 37 years ago, 1985, it was actually Mel Gibson, and after the huge franchise of Mad Max, I think there were 3 outs already. He was the biggest star at the time, and naturally he was the one that set the bar for the rest of the guys to come after him.
I know, I love that. I mean, it's also such a big cultural phenomena. I mean, when it came out in, you said 1985?
Yeah.
That's an institution on its own. It's been around longer than I've been here.
Yeah, me too.
But it's incredible. I mean, what impact does this have on that individual's career?
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is that I often think that people are pretty established by the time they hit the sexiest man, right? If you think about 2020 and Michael B. Jordan, it was a great year for him, of course, with the Rocky franchise happening for him as well. And with Patrick Dempsey, Mr. McDreamy, he's had years of experience behind him. At 57, he's finally made the cut. He keeps saying that because always a bridesmaid, never a bride, right? And he's been featured, but never quite the #1. So I think it would impact their career and trajectory to go all the way up, but most of them are pretty established as is.
And I think it must also be, I mean, they're so established in their own career to now have this title. I suppose for them, it's just like that little...
It's bragging rights.
It's bragging rights. I love
no
that.
No one can tell you anything after you've been named the sexiest man alive.
I know.
Crazy.
I love that. So how do they choose the sexiest man alive? You mentioned it's about who's popular, but then it comes down to the voting process.
100%. So I think it's a combination of both of those coming together, which I love. I love that it wasn't just imposed on the people. They also kind of opening it up, saying, who do you think should be at this #1 spot? Like we mentioned, it is subjective. I look at Patrick Dempsey, I'm like, okay, I liked him in his heyday, but I don't know if I would have voted for him. So I'm hoping that come the next couple, maybe they'll even make it a global submission, and I'll slip my little one in there.
Your suggestion.
You know.
Because I have to be honest, I mean, do we have an image of all the men that were nominated this year? Because he came out tops.
Yeah.
People had to vote for it. but I have to say it was an older generation of men that were contenders for the title.
And I think that's quite cool because they kind of earned their space. Maybe the younger guys need to put in a couple more years, a bit more legwork before they can earn the title of Sexiest Man.
Oh, well, I definitely think it's something to aspire to. I think for all these. But I mean, do they even do Sexiest Woman Alive, or is it just the men at the moment?
I'm not sure they do Sexiest Woman, but one thing that women do have is Sports Illustrated. And while people have the conversation about objectification, I do like that they've brought diversity to the table. If we think about this year's Martha Stewart, 81 years old on the cover of Sports Illustrated, blows my mind. So I'm kind of hoping that people will take a page out of their book and maybe have different looking people, you know, going forward.
Different ones. Now, can we look at some of the past winners? I mean, that has also been so incredible. Like Idris Elba being up there.
That's my fave.
Oh, look at that. Did they say when he was the winner there? 2018?
Yeah, it was in 2000s. We also had Michael B. Jordan, like I said, in 2010. He's also another favorite.
We had The Rock.
We had The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. We also had people that got the title twice, like Brad Pitt, George Clooney. I mean, come on.
Hello.
Naturally.
Hello. Wasn't Chris Evans not too long ago, or last year, or the year before?
Paul Rudd made the list too.
So that was the one where I was like, please explain this to me.
I love me some Paul Rudd. The thing is with me, the humor is what gets me. I'm like, you get extra points for that.
You do, you do. Oh my gosh, Chris, it's been amazing having you here. I love being able to just have some lighthearted fun around this topic about the sexiest man alive. If you've missed it, Patrick Dempsey is taking that title for the next 12 months. But it's all fun and games. And of course, we can't wait to see who the next sexiest man alive will be. I mean, if one had to be in South Africa, we have top 2 contenders. One in our studio right now. Don't you agree?
Tell me more, tell me more.
I would give that title to either Graham or you and Stradom. I'm just saying. That title needs to come to South Africa.
I thought you were going to say one of the Springboks.
Oh, no. In our own studio. We start at home before we go outside the home.
Charity begins here.
Yes, charity begins here.
Zoe, I don't know what you're talking about at all. But next year, we will see Graham on that list for sure. Because this man, let me tell you, sexy plus, that's for sure. Listen, something else that will make you very sexy. I mean, this Wednesday, which means it is Wednesday, you'll have another chance to win really big. It will make you really sexy as well. The National Lottery is giving you 51 million reasons to play Lotto, Lotto Plus 1 and Lotto Plus 2 for 51 million rand in total estimated jackpots today. Now, the Lotto is estimated at 33.5 million, Lotto Plus 1 estimated at 2 million, and the Lotto Plus 2 is estimated at 15.5 million rand. So why not triple your chances of becoming the next multi-millionaire and play all 3 games? What you can do is you can buy your tickets now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply by dialing *120 *7529# for all that USSDs. Now, we've also posted all of these details on our social media channel, so go check them out and start choosing your numbers. Will you be the next multi-millionaire? Panda, push up, play, and find out. We're going to take a quick break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is indeed your feel-good breakfast show. Welcome back to it. Let's quickly take a last look at your news headlines for your Wednesday morning, 1 minute past 8 o'clock. In your national news this morning, the number of formerly employed South Africans showed an upward figure of nearly 400,000 in the third quarter of 2023, but manufacturing and mining shed thousands of jobs. Now, figures released by Statistics South Africa yesterday showed jobs have been created in agriculture, finance, and community and social services, but were lost in mining, manufacturing, transport, and utility industries. Now, some economists believe the slight improvement is good, viewed against the backdrop of the predominantly difficult economic climate in South Africa. In your international news headlines this morning, Ethiopian Airlines has ordered more Boeing 737-8 MAX planes almost 5 years after a fatal crash near Addis Ababa involving the same model, which was then grounded. Now, Ethiopian Airlines yesterday said they believe they had checked and confirmed that the design defect of that aircraft had been fully corrected by Boeing. And in total, the airline has ordered 67 Boeings, which include a mix of models. Ethiopian Airlines' order was announced at the Dubai Air Show 2023, where Boeing has so far dominated its rival Airbus. And at least 6 Palestinians have died in the West Bank after an Israeli attack. Meanwhile, some 200 bodies have been buried in a mass grave at the Al-Shifa hospital in Gaza. Now, Israel has accused Hamas of running a command center under Al-Shifa, which the hospital and Hamas deny. Israel began bombing Gaza after Hamas attacked Israel on 7 October, in which some 1,200 people died and about 200 were taken hostage. The death toll in Gaza has topped 11,000. Now, this figure includes some 4,500 children. And we'll end up with this story closer to home. For several school children in the Free State, their days of having to foot slog it to school are over. Now, this as Deputy Minister of Transport Lisa Manku has donated 211 bicycles to learners in the province's Thabo Mafusinyane district municipality. Now, learners at the Bodibeng Batuto Primary School, the Thaba Pacha Primary School, and also the Tweespruit Combined School, who have always had to walk some 3 kilometers to school each day, now have wheels at their disposal. Now, the donation is part of the department's Shova Kalula campaign to improve school transport and is also aimed at ensuring that children reach school on time every day and are able to fully focus on their schoolwork. A beautiful story to end off your news headlines. That's where we leave it for now. Let's quickly take one last look at your sports for this Wednesday morning.
Oh, it's the business end of the Cricket World Cup. In the upcoming Cricket World Cup, a semi-final clash. It's here, and it's a big one in Mumbai. New Zealand's fast bowler Lockie Ferguson underlines a level playing field despite India's standout performance, and they've been in sublime form, undefeated, in fact, in the group stages. And, of course, led by Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, both in incredible form. And they will be facing, though, a determined New Zealand hitting form at the right time. But the Indian bowling attack is fierce, featuring Jasprit Bumrah back to his best, Mohammad Siraj and Mohammad Shami, a force to be reckoned with, especially with Shami's return. It's proved pivotal. And despite past victories over India, this team is hungry for a third World Cup title since 2011, aiming to break that trophy drought since the 2013 Champions Trophy. And this is certainly the team makeup to do it. Well, from who's in to who's out as we turn to football now. And young Wunderkind, probably the biggest name in world football, Jude Bellingham and Levi Colwill will be forced to withdraw from the England squad due to shoulder injuries. That's ahead of the final 2 Euro 2024 qualifier matches. So Colwill was absent from Chelsea's recent Premier League clash with Manchester City. What a big one. Then Bellingham, he missed Real Madrid's last 2 matches. England, leading Group C at the moment with 16 points from their 6 games, has already secured qualification for Euro 2024, thankfully. They're scheduled to face Malta and North Macedonia on Friday and Monday, respectively. And then finally on to tennis, Stefanos Tsitsipas sadly poised to exit the ATP finals. That was after retiring from his match against Holger Rune in the first set yesterday. So trailing 2-1 to Rune, Tsitsipas conceded the green group match and granted Rune, as a result, his first ever win in the season-ending tournament. Tsitsipas now likely to withdraw, paving the way for Hubert Hurkacz to face Novak Djokovic in his final match, with no chance of advancing to the semi-finals. Djokovic, on the other hand, aims to secure a semi-final berth against Sinner, the first Italian, in fact, to target the tournament's last 4. But that look on Djokovic's face has been stuck there for this whole year. I don't think anyone is going to slow him down. And that's where we leave our sport for this morning. Let's take a look at the sport out on the roads. Hopefully not too much to report on. Then we'll touch on the weather.
Thanks, G-Man. Well, let's start off with traffic in Johannesburg. There's a building on fire in Johannesburg CBD area at Jeppe Street. Please make use of an alternative route and avoid any delays. If you're in the northwest, there's an overturned truck on the R53 route. It's in northwest between Koster and Lichtenburg. Please use an alternative route and allow for some extra travel time. In KwaZulu-Natal, there's been an accident on the N2 southbound. It is before the ramp to the EB Klute interchange. 2 right lanes are closed, and that's causing heavy delays. That's your traffic. Let's take a final look at your weather. And the SA Weather Service has warned that extremely hot and uncomfortable conditions are expected today over the Western Cape, especially the Karoo and the Breda Valley, as well as the Namakwa District Municipality of the Northern Cape. The City of Cape Town's Disaster Risk Management Centre has advised the public to drink plenty of water and remain hydrated during the hot spell, and to ensure that the elderly, people who have serious health conditions, and young children are cared for. Moreover, it's important to see that pets have access to shady areas and ample clean drinking water. The Weather Service also warned that extremely high fire danger conditions are expected over the northern, western and eastern Cape, excluding coastal areas. Well, on that note, let's take a final look at your sunrise view. This one was sent in. In fact, take a look at this beautiful one. Dudley from Woodridge Island sent through this beautiful view of Table Mountain. It looks like a postcard. Well, if you would love to share your picture with us, do so on our WhatsApp line. That number is 063-408-8863. Let's take a look at your temperatures. Those are your temperatures for today. Today is Wednesday, in case you needed a bit of a reminder. But it's now time for us to be in the kitchen, and we have our Taste Master winner in the kitchen, Maxine. It's so great that I now get to have this cooking moment with you.
It's our first one, hey?
It is our first one, and I'm so excited because I'm talking about cheesy, herby, and just plain adorable. This is going to be that pull-apart Ace Quick Cook maize Christmas tree that is not only a must-have holiday treat, but it's also double up as the most delicious centerpiece on your Christmas table. Yes, you can't beat an Ace taste. Now, Maxine, you're taking us through this delicious recipe. Where do we start when we want to create that beautiful Christmas centerpiece?
So first off, we are going to start with our actual maize meal so that we can create our little balls. So let me swap with you over here.
Places, of course.
So we just have some water on the boil here. I'm going to add some milk and some stock and get my pup on the boil.
Okay, so we're making the pup, but we're adding some flavor. Is this normally how you would make pup? Sorry, I'm asking a very basic question here, but pup's not something I've made before.
I think it depends what you want to do with it. So if you're making something, I know people have it sweet sometimes, and I'd rather you'd add stock. But I think if you're going to make something savory, it's really nice to add definitely salt at this point, but stock as well, just to get a
Great
depth of flavor. Yeah.
Okay, so you're adding a little bit of salt. We have gone for chicken stock.
We have.
Yes.
Just to add that like nice meatiness. It is Christmas time. Yeah. But I'm sure you could use vegetable if you wanted to keep it, kind of
more on the
meat-free.
veggie
Yeah.
side. Okay.
So I'm just getting the lumps out here, stirring it till it's smooth. You can see, kind of getting smooth here.
And you know the pup is ready when it starts. It basically all just becomes the texture. It's all about the texture.
100%. So this normally takes about 10 minutes. We do have 2 balls that are already made here. So we're going to do both. If it's done in time, we can use this as well. So what we've done here is we've taken some of the pup in our hand and actually flattened it. And we filled it with a little mozzarella ball. And then we are going to deep fry it in some breadcrumbs.
Oh, fantastic. So I take it we need to get the breadcrumbs going.
Can you chop
some parsley?
Yes, I was going to
for
say.
you.
Please chop me some parsley. I'm just going to crack some eggs into a bowl because this is going to be for our
get the
crumb
breadcrumbs.
coating. Yeah, there we go. Boom, boom, boom.
I always worry about the fingers when I chop.
I am also a wild chopper. I just go all over it. You know, you see some chefs doing it so well. And
I don't know how they do that.
I
That's
just
a
watch in
skill on its own.
admiration. There we go. Okay, then over here we have some oil that is pretty
and
hot.
ready.
Not so hot that it's going to burn, but we can do a little test as well.
Okay. What's the best way to test if your oil's ready?
I normally put a little piece of actually whatever I'm cooking inside. I'm not going to break this ball, but you can put it inside and just see that it goes golden, not too quickly, but you know, in a minute or two. So here we go for our little pop ball. Like I said, there's a little mozzarella piece that's been put in there.
Already inside.
We are going to just dip in the egg.
And give it a beautiful coating. Now, what is amazing is we are using Ace Quick Cook maize. Now, the Ace Quick Cook swell factor, in fact, it is just 2 cups, which equals to 6 cups once cooked. So a little goes a long way. The Quick Cook maize cooks in 10 minutes, like Max said, and Ace maize, it is naturally low in fat, low in saturated fat. It is cholesterol-free and very low sodium, which is incredible. In fact, it's sodium-free. There we go.
So I've got 2 things going here. Our pop is actually cooking very nicely. I'm making a little bit of a mess. You want to grab this for me?
It's okay. I'll grab that for you. I'll keep an eye on it.
Thank
and we
you.
just really want to get our balls cooking golden. So I'll do this one for us.
Okay.
We're going to take our ball, roll it in the egg, take it.
Beautiful.
Get it into our crumb. And then get that into our hot frying pan. I mean, we just want to brown the coating.
Totally. Can you turn that one for me as well, please? Just so you get a nice even coating, a nice golden brown.
I'm going to lift this up for camera. Look how beautiful and brown this one is. I'm going to put it back so it can get brown on the bottom side. Now I just flipped it over. There we go. And we'll just let that go, cook it through.
Can you pass me some of the parsley? Pass the parsley.
Pass the
you just pop it in here. So you can see that our pop is definitely thickened up. And at this point, we want to add in any herbs.
And that's what we've done. And we naturally want that to cool down before we add the mozzarella.
Of course, otherwise it'll melt a bit too soon. So if it cools down, at least the mozzarella melts at this point. And when you actually pull it apart, you have that beautiful, cheesy string.
And that's what we want. Can I take this out? Are you happy? You want it a little more golden?
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Okay, we're going to take our first
take it
ball
out. Just pop him on some paper toweling. I like to do that, otherwise it can be a little bit too oily.
It's just for the initial oiling to drain off. Is this something you can do in the air fryer? Or is it best to do it properly?
You know, I think with breadcrumbs like this, there's something special about oil.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm sure it could work for sure if you want a definitely lower fat version as well. I'm taking some pop out here.
Oh, fantastic. And we can simply share it, serve it with a bit of chakalaka, and you can warm that up and you're good to go.
Totally. So
the nails won't open.
Even me, I was like, you can have that one.
I'll open it for it. Normally, there we go. Normally, I'm a bit more classy with this, but we are not breaking nails on national TV.
Should we just pop a little bit in here?
We'll get some chakalaka in there.
Okay, so we have one little ball. See how this one's doing? This one's done as well, I think.
Look at that.
And maybe we can even actually assemble.
Oh, look at that.
Should we try and make one of these quickly?
I think we are running out of time on this one, but we want that to cool down. But this is the texture you want your ace maize meal, your pop to be, the quick cook. And I mean, look, like Maxine said, 2 cups can give you 6 cups. So a little bit goes a long way. This recipe, we have it available for you on our website, expressoshow.com. And if we've inspired you to, you know, try this recipe or perhaps any other recipe using your ace this festive season, then why not share that with us? Because enter the Ace Festive competition, and that is for you to stand to win your share of 50,000 Rand. Now, all you need to do is create a festive dish made with Ace Quick Cook Maize or Ace Quick Cook Samp. Snap a picture of the dish with the Ace product. Post your entry as a reply to the competition post that's currently on Expresso Show's Facebook or Twitter page with that photo, and then add a short little description of your dish and include that hashtag #AmazingAceFestive. If you are entering on Instagram, please also tag at Expresso Show and Ace Maize Meal and include that hashtag #AmazingAceFestive in your posts. The entries will close on the 8th of December, so you've got some time to get entering. There are some T's and C's that apply. Those can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. Max, I love what we've created. I think this is a winner.
I am so excited to actually tear one of these open and see the cheesy inside. It is smelling amazing.
Should we give that a go? Did you think we cooked it long enough to get the...
100%. Should I do
You can do... Are you going to tear it open with your hands?
Should we cut it?
We're going to cut it. Okay. We're going to cut it. Ooh, it's delicious. Definitely need to let that go a little bit more.
Another minute.
Another minute, and this would have been oozing out.
Just with this as well. Oh my gosh,
listen,
delicious.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, sorted.
Yummy.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And we're back in the kitchen for another installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling!
Ting, ting, ting!
And we're still in the kitchen with Shannon Smith. Shannon, the 2 desserts you made earlier are looking amazing. We're going to taste in a bit. But the last one is my favorite. It's the, you say what it is.
Okay, perfect. So this one is a passion fruit cheesecake kind of cake. It's very simple. We've got a base and a lovely topping.
And it's no-bake. So here's the thing, South Africa, if you still want to let us know about your favorite no-bake dessert, please let us know. Send us a WhatsApp voice note to the number 064-408-8863. Now, let's get started.
Okay,
oh,
perfect.
by the way, I learned how to use the microwave, South Africa. It's okay.
Thank
There we go.
goodness.
Done. Butter's busy melting.
Yeah.
For the base that we're doing for our beautiful cheesecake, because every cheesecake does need a base.
Yes.
Right? What are we doing for the base?
So we've got some biscuits in here. You can use your choice of biscuits. I'm using tennis biscuits, some coconut flakes. We're gonna add in some condensed milk. This one's more like we're trying to create like a cakey sort of like base.
All right.
So we've got, it's more of a thicker, more dense base than an actual crust.
And are we achieving that by adding the extra coconut?
Yes, we're achieving that by adding the coconut and also the condensed milk.
Right,
Because
got you.
all of it goes in together, so it's sort of like a high-rise base.
Okay, cool. And I like that you've made this in individual portions because I feel like, especially during the festive season, it feels a little more special when you've made individual desserts.
Exactly.
And then it kind of feels like it's made specifically.
It looks fancy as well.
It does. But, I mean, at home as well, same time, just take the recipe, you can make a big one as well, right?
Oh, and that's something that you like, I'll keep and I'll eat off for like a while.
Because the texture gets better the longer it sits in the fridge.
Exactly.
So make this one a few days in advance.
This one you should, but use an airtight container so we get no fridge smells.
No fridge smells.
Yes.
Yes. Ooh, sorry, slammed. Okay,
Perfect.
so here's the butter. But should I do that for you?
I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
In the meantime, what you can do, you can zest the lemon on here and get me some lemon juice, please.
Sure thing. So lemon zest just down on the...
Perfect.
And then lemon juice goes into our icing? Where does it go?
So lemon juice we're gonna put in here.
there.
Lemon zest we're gonna throw into our topping.
Cool, perfect. So, very cool way, and I started doing this a lot at home. When you microplane, normally we microplane, we're holding the lemon and then microplane from the top.
Yeah.
So I've started doing it in the reverse.
I
Like
saw that. It stops you from like cutting your hands.
There we go.
I don't have a problem with knives, but I do have a problem with like any kind of slicer or peeler.
Got
It's
you.
always getting my fingers sort of like chopped.
So doing it the other way around, you got more control, your fingers are out the way. There we go, looking good. So tell me again, just I don't want to make mistakes. Zest is going to go into our...
It smells delicious. So the zest we can it's going to go into our topping. Leave that aside, and then you can juice half of a lemon in here.
Half the lemon, cool. And then my favorite, because we're coming into summer now, so citrus is a winter fruit. So I find that you don't get as much juice out of the summer citrus, but popping it in the microwave for 30 seconds really makes a difference.
I know, even if you like rub it up and down the table.
Yeah, the roll breaks up those salts, so you get more juice out of it.
I also feel like the heat impacts the flavor of citrus, so for me, like putting it in the microwave is not always like ideal.
best, I
It gives
feel
you
you.
like a, I don't know, maybe
I got
it's just
you.
me.
Cooked lemon.
Yes.
Hey. Okay, cool. So half the... There we go. Let me just grab this.
That's fine.
This is, I'm totally obsessed with kitchen gadgets. Let me just see if I can find my favorite one. We see where it is now.
I know which one you're talking about. There, the yellow.
Where's it?
Yellow.
Here we go.
There.
There we go. This is my favorite, okay? So I'm gonna, so what you did was, you did the this, which is when you squeeze, the juice goes out, but your fingers catch all the seeds.
That's right.
This is my new favorite thing, not just because of catching the seeds.
Why?
But because, look at how much, because you finished this, right?
Okay.
Look at how much juice there still is. Can I go?
Go. Okay, I
You
get
see,
now.
it's just like zero waste in citrus, so I love these things. Check it out at Woolies.
Exactly, it's actually sustainable.
It's sustainable. There we go. But also, I'm like a sucker for kitchen gadgets, so I will buy any kitchen gadget under the sun just to use it. You're still telling me to move it up. You can tell when I've been talking too much. Talk to me. Okay,
so now we're gonna lay in our base. For our topping, we need a little bowl, so we can use our. Over here, we've got powdered icing sugar. We are going to add in. Clem, I'm so sorry. Could you do some melting?
More melting. Here we go. This
In
is
the
going
meantime,
for the
I'm
frosting.
going to add in our passion fruit pulp. And then...
How can I help you?
Can we get the lemon zest in here?
Sure thing.
And a little spoon. Oh, it's fine. I'll use my mixing spoon.
Perfect. Lemon zest goes in.
Perfect. And this one comes together in like 2 minutes. That's my favorite part about this one. I just need the butter.
Which is going to go with your icing.
And
We're
then
almost
we
there.
can spoon this into our beautiful glasses. Don't you love a fancy glass?
I feel like...
It makes me happy.
I feel like the glassware and how you serve your food makes all the difference.
Yes, it's so important. Aesthetic.
The aesthetics of it all. Okay, butter's gone in. This just needs a mix.
Perfect, give it a mix.
Let me get another spatula. Do-do-do. There we go. Cool.
Perfect.
All right. So what we're looking for this mixture, just to kind of incorporate the liquid with
yes.
the...
No, you want to get it all going nice and smoothly, so incorporate it all together. There we go.
Oh, okay, yeah. Perfect.
But let's just keep working it until everything's... yeah.
And I mean, if you do find that you get lumps in it, the trick is to actually to sieve your icing sugar first. That makes a huge difference. You don't need to fight with the lumps in it.
But this is easy.
It is. Cool, what else goes in here?
That's it.
That's it, that's amazing. Okay, so definitely...
You can start pouring.
Definitely...
I can show them one.
Serve your icing sugar first. But this is so decadent. And again, we spoke about the fact that yes, we're using rich ingredients, but you don't use all of it.
Exactly, and
So-
a little goes a long way.
Absolutely, that looks so good. Don't look at the mess that I made on the back.
Exactly.
You see nothing.
That looks absolutely delicious. Well done, Clem.
And even though you couldn't use a microwave, but you can pour dessert. So even though this is quite a rich dessert, I would still go for like a little bit of cream on the top, because that cream, even though it's cream and it's rich, it would kind of cut through the flavor.
It's also like an old school style, which I kind of like the cream on top.
Yeah.
But I think this is like date night dessert perfect. Like if you're trying to impress your date on a first date, like.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Easy.
Again, the individual portions, absolutely. Shannon, we've created some amazing dishes this morning.
Thank you.
South Africa, go and get these recipes on expressoshow.com, and yes, you definitely want them. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I don't think it's the last time we're seeing you this year. We'll be back, but South Africa, you're definitely coming back next week for more Culinary Hotline Bling! Ding, ding, ding!
Thank you so much, gang. And of course, today, I'm just putting it out there, I'm not fasting today, hey? So I'm open for a taste test at any point. Why have I not been asked yet? No, I love the fact that today's show is connecting a lot of threads, and we are here for local talent. When it is about to become, we can feel the charge that this young man has been on, and seeing all of those dominoes fall into the right place makes us so happy and so proud. Charles is here. We've had a taste of his music. We feel it. I feel the music because I'm devoid of musicality. Buddy, there feels to be, to me, there's a lot of honesty.
Yeah.
You've really kind of shown a lot of vulnerability. You feel cut. It feels like you're dealing with some pretty big, powerful emotions at the moment. So thank you for opening that up, because I think you help us do it. Sure. Are you singing at a particular person? Are you singing to yourself?
Sure, yeah. Exactly, it's exactly like that. Some songs are for me, like to myself, but there's literally on the EP a song called Dear Leah, which is basically literally for a real Leah. It's not
Leah?
Yeah. So it's a duality. There's always like between a conversation with myself or directly with people.
I love it because it speaks to a real, authentic emotion, and we plug into that, buddy. We are so proud of you, and we are so happy to have you here performing live. I'm going to let you get into the zone, and I'm going to let you guys get into the zone at home. If you are feeling this particular emotion, here's an opportunity to vent and let it all out. It's Charles with Cut Me Off. Enjoy.
Saturday's coming at the speed of light, but I just wanna stay home. 'Cause we've been out in pain under candlelight, dinners on our own. I know your friends are talking all about me, it's not fair. 'Cause they don't know the things we know, 'cause they weren't there. So tell them what you want, I don't need your side of the story. 'Cause the world revolves around you. Tell me, does it ever get boring being you? Oh, like a child, but I know what you're going through. But now you're calling me names, you make it hard to be there for you. How am I supposed to feel when it's your show and everything I do blows up in my face? I guess I'll let go. You've lost control. Oh, I feel lost like a little child again. We haven't spoken in years, 'cause I can't think. I don't wanna see you, I can barely stand your voice. I'm not saying I hate you, but God, you were such a bad choice.
Celebrate sleeping in style and comfort at the Bed Shop this Black November with up to 35% off. Plus, for lucky Expresso viewers, each stand the chance of winning an orthopedic Queen Premium Gel Memory Foam bed set, a blanket box, headboard and a mattress protector, all worth 15,099 Rand. To enter, like the Bed Shop's Facebook page, find the competition post and tag 3 friends in the comment section using hashtag the Bed Shop. Then share the competition post to your friends. Competition ends the 24th of November 2023. T's and C's apply and can be found on their website.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso on S3. Now, from kitchen to bathroom and other home decor items, Woolworths is giving us the chance to refresh our homesteads by giving us, listen to this, 20% off 2 selected homeware items until the 27th of November 2023. And here to help us navigate and give us as much needed advice when it comes to homeware shopping is stylist and blogger Megan Pedro. I love this. I'm getting so excited.
This has been really hard to curate down, let me tell you.
Oh, because I mean, for you to just bring a few items here, knowing that the store is full of amazing homeware items, I can imagine this was very difficult. Before we unpack all of these different items you've brought along, what is your advice when it comes to shopping for Black Friday?
Oh, okay. I've got a nice list of things. But what I will call out, this is your time to upgrade those items in your home that you often feel, you know, even, for instance, a soap dispenser. How long ago have you upgraded that?
I don't think I have.
Exactly. So this is the kind of time to kind of do that, and then also look for those bundle specials. So this is particularly to 20% off all homeware.
So let's capitalize on the bundle special. So what are some of the items you've brought along that we want to unpack? Can I just jump the gun and can we start with these incredible cast iron? Are these pots and pans marked down?
Yes, they are. They are.
20% for 2.
Yes, they are. Okay, so these are cast iron.
20% off.
I swear by cast iron. I think that it is something that you need in your home because this is going to transfer from you to your great-grandchildren, honestly. This is such a timeless piece in your kitchen. It conducts heat. I can talk about cast iron forever. This is honestly a kitchen essential that everybody needs. What is so lovely is if anyone is doing their wedding registry and that type of thing, you know, hint, hint, this is the kind of thing to add.
This is what you want to add. I mean, if you want to like stock up on those essentials you said, this is definitely a must. I mean, there's something about this size. We've cooked with it time and time again, and you just get so much use out of it.
The skillet from the casserole, griddle pan, we can just go on.
We can go on. We can go on. Megan, what else would you like to highlight that's part of the homeware?
Let's keep in the food entertainment space, right? A pizza paddle. I love a pizza paddle. This festive season, all Clem and I will be doing is making pizzas, staying outdoors, that's the vibe. These are something that you often don't really think that you need. It's so nice and easy. You make your pizza on top of it, whack it into the oven. It's so easy to transfer out, so you're not like, you know, with your oven mitts and all that kind of thing. And then actually straight onto your serving board. So your serving boards are great for entertaining.
Look at that. This is olive wood.
Olive wood, yes. Ooh. That is a huge selection. Honestly, this board we've had for about 6 years. We do everything on it. I serve our platters on there, we cut on there. It's literally...
proper entertainment. That is an entertainer's dream right there. You take the pizza out of the oven and you serve it on there.
I absolutely love it.
Okay, you're
what
giving
is
me
so
ideas
good
here.
for the festive season, nobody wants to be, you know, bothered with washing up dishes and all that kind of thing. So straight from your board, I'm going to talk about your drinkware because pack away all your glassware. This is acrylic. So poolside friendly, outdoor friendly, kid friendly, husband friendly. It is the drinkware to have. Again, to 20% off. So
there we go.
In various colorways. So you have a beautiful gray, you've got a blue, you've got a dusty pink, which is quite cute, and then of course you're very neutral, which we always love.
We love going neutral. You've taught me so well about the neutrals. So now let's move over indoors to the bedroom. Well, I say indoors because I was thinking outdoor dining and all of that, entertaining. Bedding, that is something that is so essential.
So I have memories, you know, November was always the time when you upgrade your bedding and you upgrade your towels. It instantly transforms your home. And I think because you're getting ready for, you know, entertaining and the festive season, you never want to be thinking about those things. You always have fresh linen and towels, so you're always guest ready.
Yes.
So these are beautiful. This is your cotton range, 100% cotton, but as you can see, it has kind of like a linen look, which I love because it does not require ironing. You don't want to be spending this festive season in front of an iron.
No.
So again, beautiful, beautiful colorways with that, and then we'll jump straight into the bathroom. I feel like that is quite,
Let's move over to the bathroom items.
So again, like I said, when last have you upgraded your dispenser?
Most people only upgrade their toilet cleaning thingy when they move.
Yes.
They do not
That's so
change that, and it's disgusting.
Yeah. It is. That is so true. So this is your time. Because again, pair them, they have such cute, beautiful designs, and I think that this is such a great thing to, again, instantly transform your home and your space. So we'll do that, and then Saints. That kind of goes into the living space, which I really, really enjoy. So Saints, what's the easiest way to kind of make you feel like you're in a hotel? Again, a scent. When you walk into your home, you have a scent. People just love, you know, kind of saying what your home smells like. It just gives a good memory. Also, each different space you have, you can do a different scent, which I also think is so lovely.
I fall in love with one scent and just put the same scent everywhere.
I do a little different scent, you know, everywhere. But yeah, again, Woolies has, so good luck actually choosing because there are quite a few.
You are going to have to go into Woolies with a list so that you make sure you get everything you need to capitalize on this incredible special. I mean, we haven't even touched on it, but towels is also part of the homeware special for Black Friday. Now, it is Woolies Black Friday, and if you want to add some flair to your home, you don't want to miss out on this incredible deal. Get 20% off 2 homeware items until the 27th of November. All of these items Megan touched on is part of that promo, and there is so much more. So go make sure you get into store. You can shop online as well as on the app so that you can capitalize on this incredible special where you get 2, in fact, you get 20% off when you purchase 2 homeware items.
Oh, thank you, team. Let's get back in the kitchen. And after a long and emotionally draining day, which is pretty much every day at this time of the year, sometimes all you need is a hug. And today, hugs come in the form of delicious sandwiches. Yes, it's comfort food. This is why we call it comfort food. So let this be the treasured moment where tears of sadness are washed away with undeniable warmth as I indulge in the perfect comfort sandwich using Albany, the perfect bread for an imperfect world. I'm an imperfect person. I deserve the perfect sandwich or whatever you guys are going to create.
No pressure.
No pressure at all because I'm breaking my fast with this today. I love it. So here's the challenge. The 2 of these incredible people, they're going to have just 1 minute 20, 120. That's what it is to create the ultimate comfort sandwich using all of these amazing, well, not all of them, but whatever ingredients you can try to choose out of this incredible list. And of course, we've got an amazing range from Albany to hopefully inspire you on this journey. Looking at these ingredients and knowing how well you guys do in this space, I'd be happy with anything, to be quite honest.
Yeah, well, you're breaking fast.
I don't have a chance. I don't have a choice. I'm going to have to take what I get, but we've got some great ingredients. Okay, so 120 is what you've got on the clock.
So when you say 120, is it 120 seconds or 1 minute 20 seconds or 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
2 minutes, it's been decided. Okay, yeah, because we run
me, I love a technicality.
We are the subject to our rulers upstairs, and they shall decide. I know it feels like a very little amount of time.
That's no time at all.
2 minutes,
you can change the world in 2 minutes, guys. You can do that.
Okay.
So my expectations are high because I know what you guys are capable of. Your clock starts in 3, 2, 1, go for it.
Okay.
The first major choice. Both of you going for the best of both because you are the best of both.
You can never go wrong with the best of both.
And this time is the killer in this. We see it with our omelette challenge. It really does become unforgiving. So Ewan straight out there. I like the fact that nice Zoe's also layering in a nice strong flavor from the base plate. I do often follow Ewan's roadmap of kind of mayonnaising is often my first step. I do like me a bit of smashed avo. Zoe's going for a beautiful traditional Italian compilation, a tricolore.
We need some salt and pepper here.
Salt and pepper. We can definitely arrange, I'm sure. We know people who know people in this amazing kitchen. I'm sure they'll rustle us up there. I like the addition of the meat there, Zoe.
It's going to go down.
Look at
It's going to go down. It's going to go down. What else can I use? What else can I use?
I think Ewan knows my absolute love of the egg, the humble egg as being the champion.
Yeah, you see, you got to work with what you have with the time available.
Oh, man.
Is he giving you bacon and eggs?
No, that's not just bacon
with a whole lot of a bougie kind of level up there. I like a bit of fresh greens involved in that. Zoe ain't slowing down. 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'll let you cut now. You've done the construction. I don't mind you cutting through the final countdown. Very well done, both of you. Can I get a round of applause for what we've just seen.
That was
competitive.
insane. Oh my gosh, that does look
You guys
good,
were
though.
moving so fast, you might have cooked the food as you were doing it.
Wow.
So impressive. Let's take a look at how these babies look on the cross section. I
I
gotta
love how
say,
they go, I don't know what it is. I know it's the same size, but when you cut something diagonal, it just feels bigger.
yeah, no, for
that's
sure.
true.
And it matters to my kids, so I'm often having to cut in all sorts of random shapes. Ewan, I will give you an extra point straight off the bat for the oozage.
Okay.
Of the
you
yolk.
got oozage?
I do. I got
so-
some oozage.
But yours looks spectacular. Zoe, run me through your creation.
So I really love pesto. There's just something about pesto and fresh flavors. So I started off with some pesto, tomato, mozzarella, classic.
Yeah.
But then adding some protein. You can never go wrong with a little bit of bacon, and I had to use this pulled chicken barbecue.
Yeah, it looks good.
So that's what I went. It was a hearty,
good.
homey bite.
Yeah, so
Absolutely beautiful. There's a lot going in there. Okay, I'm going to do, while I've got the words fresh in my mind, I'm going to do the first taste test.
And I went for the
I'll
Albany
keep a
best
little
of
cup
both.
for you handy.
Just so that you can get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, you get the flavor and texture, and you get...
You need 2 hands for that, so I'll hold your plate.
Okay, thank you so much, because I don't want any of this to be wasted.
Grab the mozzarella too.
Okay, I've got you.
I'm going to add
I've
that
got
as I
you.
go.
Got you.
That's a proper sandwich.
That is a proper sandwich.
That's a proper sandwich,
Yeah.
if I may
I don't
say
know
so
if I played
myself.
it safe on this one, guys.
No, you never know how the flavors come out.
But I mean, I went for the breakfast option. Just because, you know, it is quarter
It
to
is
9 in the morning.
early in the
still.
morning. Is it 8:45 already?
Okay, that wasn't a TV bite at all.
No, but you
But
shouldn't.
I had to do,
You
no, I had to do a proper test. Zoe, absolutely delicious.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
Thank you.
And for having so many strong flavors all mixed together, they balanced each other. Absolutely
Good work.
beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so he's gone
Gotcha.
for breakfast in a bun.
And I have to go for
Listen,
the usage
don't
there
diss my
myself.
sandwich, though.
No, I'm selling it. Breakfast in a
Okay.
bun. Breakfast between buns.
There we go.
You got egg all over
Gotcha.
your face.
I do have egg all over my
But it's
face.
the usage, yes.
Oh, that is good, because I do love an egg. Absolutely amazing. They are both wonderful sandwiches. The bread, the perfect complement, the softness, amazing. It is the perfect bread for an imperfect world. I've got to say, for an imperfect taster, Zoe, you are our champion.
Yeah.
And you took it by a hair, girl. You took it by a hair. But well done, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get a round of
Thank you.
applause for Zozo?
Well done, Zoe.
See, I'm now wifey material. I know.
Oh,
I'll get to make
exactly.
sandwiches.
Wow, put that one in the bank.
Yeah, it's instantly as if it just raises
As if I
your...
can cook all of a sudden.
She's going to take the other half home for Robbie. I love it. And I'll gladly share it with the team. Now, here's the good news. You could be one of 7 lucky viewers who also end up with egg and food all over your face and walk away with 1,000 Rand in cash. Come on. Simply reply to the competition question on our Expresso Facebook, Instagram, or our X pages and tell us this. If you could make the perfect sandwich, what would it have on it? We've given you some ideas. Entrants must share your post, please. And for all of the platforms, don't forget to include #MyPerfectAlmady. The competition closes weekly every Friday at 10 a.m. Okay, so you don't have a huge amount of time, but you can get all the T's and C's on expressoshow.com. If you're going to make it, you've got to take a video of yourself eating it with lots of egg on your face so we can see the proof. But hopefully this has inspired you to go out and create some perfection in this imperfect world. Well done, guys.
Thank you. Well done, Zoe.
That was good.
Well, those are...
Yeah. Ugh. Look, not every day may go your way, but we've got something to lift your spirits right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
You can win 1,000 Rand cash weekly by going with Albany, the perfect bread in an imperfect world. First up, feel the freshness, and then enter by heading over to the Expresso socials, onto our Facebook page, our X and our Instagram pages, and answer a very easy question.
Look at it. Oh, wow. Now, make sure you include the hashtag MyPerfectAlbany in your answer to win big. Now, the competition closes on the 8th of December, and your T's and C's do apply. Oh, finally.
That is perfect. I love it so much. Welcome back. Let's make you a millionaire, shall we? It's Wednesday, which means you have another chance to win big, and it's big. The National Lottery is giving you 51 million reasons, in fact, to play hashtag Lotto, hashtag Lotto plus one, and hashtag Lotto plus two for now an estimated 51 million rand in jackpots today. Tata my chance. Hashtag Lotto is estimated at 33.5 million. Lotto plus one estimated at 2 million, and then Lotto plus two estimated at 15.5 million rand. So why not triple your chances of becoming the next multi-millionaire and play all three games? And you can buy your tickets right now in store on nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply by dialing *120 *7529# for the USSD. And we posted all of those details on our social media channels, so you've got no excuses. It's now just about choosing the numbers that you're going to put down, or maybe you've already got your lucky numbers. I don't care. Just take the chance. You could be the next multi-millionaire. Panda, push up, play, and find out if it's going to be you.
Oh, well, listen, earlier in the kitchen, myself and Maxine, aka Sugar-Free Sundays, we made this delicious dish using our Ace Quick Cook maize, and this is absolutely delicious. Now, you stand a chance to win your share of 50,000 rand.
Absolutely, and I love it because you can get so creative. I mean, just look at this. All you have to do is to create a festive dish made with Ace Quick Cook maize or Ace Quick Cook samp. You take a pic of that dish with the Ace product, post your entry as a reply on the competition post. It's easy like that. It's on our Facebook page, our Twitter, and with the image of what you've done, and also a short description as to your creative dish, and also include the hashtag AmazingAceFestive. Now, if you're entering on Instagram, please go ahead and tag at Expresso Show and at Ace Maize Meal, and include hashtag AmazingAceFestive in your post as well. Remember, those entries do close on the 8th of December. T's and C's do apply as well. Now, Zoe, I know this is one creative thing that we've done.
Yes.
What else would you do? Because this is the first time you've worked with pap, I heard.
First time I'm cooking pap. I've had pap before. I definitely would play more with the Ace Quick Cook super maize, and just, you know, play around with the deep frying element of things. I mean, here we put a little cheese ball in. I would play with some bacon. That's what I would do.
Love it. You know, I will most certainly go for something like a good old-fashioned pap dad.
Oh.
You know, that one that my mom used to make, you know, especially over the braais, as a good side with the cheese on top of the mushroom and all the different flavors. I mean, come on now. But I mean, there's 50,000 rand up for grabs. I mean, this is a great one. Go and enter, go comment and post those pictures on our Expresso Facebook page as well. You can see the competition post there. And who knows, could be yours.
Win. Good luck.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, just in time for another performance from Charles. Brand new EP out, hopeless and romantic like the rest of us. That's why you fit in so well, yeah, my friend. Cut Me Off, powerful song. Inform us, what kind of informed this song?
Well, this song is one of those specific songs where I talked about it's about a certain person. So this song is about being ghosted. Yeah, I went through like 3-year relationship, and that after that ended, it took a while for me to get back into the dating pool. And when I did, yeah, went on one date, went so well, and then I just heard it just disappeared. She disappeared. That's what the song is about.
Buddy, there is a whole genre of music dedicated to exactly this feeling. So I'm going to let you grab your microphone and once again get into the zone. If you are feeling this right now, here is a chance for you to tap into that emotion and hopefully work through it. It's Charles one last time on your Feel Good Breakfast Show with Cut Me Off for Real. Take it away.
I can't go to my favorite bar anymore, 'cause I'll be sitting there laughing, eyes to the floor, 'cause you're working behind the counter. I wonder if you saw me coming straight through the door. I hope you didn't, but I hope you did even more. Oh, baby, tell me, is it already over? Well, tell me, does it really have to be over? Oh, I'm done looking for the reasons you cut me off. Did I remind you of somebody that broke your heart? This isn't fair, first time in years I've opened up. The light was peering through the blinds and you sewed them shut. Yeah, you sewed them shut. There wasn't the time just to make a call, or to say that you're sorry for it all. Can't you find words to say that you miss me? I used to dream about road trips, living out my car. We'd be driving for hours, never get too far. I swear reality refuses to hit me. But do you lie awake and wish that you kissed me? Oh, I'm done looking for the reasons you cut me off. Did I remind you of somebody that broke your heart? This isn't the first time in years I've opened up. The light was peering through the blinds and it's so damn shut. Yeah, it's so damn shut. Whoa, yeah, it's so damn shut.
Another feel-good production.